Garage.
That was so smooth, dude.
What was that?
Super smooth. Did it work? Did you see it?
I saw it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I heard it too.
You heard me?
No, I didn't hear you.
Oh, well, then we have to do it all over again.
God damn it. Let's do it again.
UFO Garage.
Hey! This is another episode of UFO Garage.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Joe. And this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens, and all things weird. What's up, everybody?
What's up, y'all?
Shit, you already know, man. Going smooth as usual. We're late. Our stuff doesn't work. Bro, today's the perfect. It's the perfect day.
I mean, if shit actually worked, I'd be a little suspicious, honestly.
I would
dude.
too. I would get nervous, like real fast.
Real fast, bro. Like,
I would-
this is going too good.
I would be so nervous. How is everybody tonight?
We're good.
All right. That's what I like to hear. What we got in the house, man? We got Spooky in the house. What's up, Spooky?
Spook 'em.
Sun Saver. Looks like everybody's shouting out Jojo Bone. Jojo Bone in
what's
the
up,
house. What's up,
dude?
buddy? Let's see here, man. We got Lewis. What's up, Lewis? Gortium.
Melissa, what's up, group?
What's up, Melissa?
Nightmare. What's the first? Is that a menorah? What?
The labia menorah?
The symbol, it's like a Y pitchfork kind of thing. Anyway, Nightmare. What's up, dude?
Hell
Mr.
yeah.
Crowley in the house, yo.
Yeah. Paul. What's up, Paul? Paul Perez. Paul Perez, everybody. Let's give him a round of a hand. Paul Perez, all right. Let's see. Who else is in here? Who do we
Champion.
got?
Champ.
Champion. What up, champ? What up,
The
champ?
champion.
I like it. I like it. UFO Garage in the house. How y'all doing? We're good?
We're
Yes.
we're doing it. It's another Thirsty Thursday, dude.
Yeah. Justin, what's up, buddy? Deanna.
We got Gordium. Got Gordium.
Loads and more. Yeah, dude.
Sun
Awesome,
Saver.
man.
Shit.
That's it. So
We got
everybody,
Oh,
take-
Don John Bovi's he made it. He made it.
yeah,
we
everybody take this link and share it to a friend and say, come and join us.
No, it's coming. Everything.
It's coming.
I'm in the gym. I'm coming.
coming.
I'm in.
Of course I'm happy. It's like, I'm coming all the time.
Going all the time.
Oh,
Mr.
man.
Crowley, thank you for that super chat,
Hey,
bro.
dude, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Lynn, what's up, Lynn?
Lynn, what's up, girl? Oh,
All right, dude. Well, hey, we gotta wait, what does it say? Getting real hot here. So sitting around and aircon sucking stubbies. I like it, dude. I like
Dude,
it.
I want a stubby, dude.
I want a stubby, man.
I might get a stubby. I don't know. Maybe I already.
You already have a
one.
stubby, man.
Stubby, dude.
K-Man 847. We'll see you in a second, dude. Dude, hey, oh man, should we wait for K-Man 847 to come back?
Let's wait. He has to take a pee. Let's take.
He's gotta take a pee.
He got a little pee pee. Let's wait for. Let's be gentlemen about this. You know. Let's not talk about him. talk to him.
Let's talk to him.
Yeah.
Do we need to? Maybe he's watching on his phone.
Exactly.
Maybe he needs us to help him talk him through it.
Hey, you got it, bud.
You can do this,
You
man.
can do it.
Oh, you just stand there.
Think of
and
think of Mount Everest. Well, hold on. Wait, that's the opposite. That's way too cold.
Yeah.
Think of a warm waterfall.
Is there a such thing?
A warm waterfall?
Yeah.
And my pants on a Thursday. On a Thursday.
I was trying to stay quiet. Oh, dude.
Oh, Pippi. Have you ever? What do you do in a stall, like a urinal situation, when there's three? There's the two regular ones and the one shorter one.
Oh
but
yeah.
But there's one dude in the middle. Which one do you go to? The shorter one?
I piss in the sink, dude. I just go to the sink.
What if there's somebody washing their hands and everyone's in the toilet? What you have to choose, the normal sized one, or well, it could be for little people or children. Like, which one do you choose at that point?
I go to the little one.
Yeah, I do too.
And I get all weird and like I bend down real low, like I squat like a.
I take my pants
like a catcher in a baseball game, and then like I pee like that.
I take my pants all the way down, like I pull them all the way down, like Butters from South Park, and I hold my shirt up.
And you just let it fly.
Yeah. I stand back as far as I can. That's what.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Oh God.
We want to show that video.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
Oh yeah, dude. We got a special treat for you guys. I mean, we didn't make this, but it's just it's a fun one. So, here we go.
To search for giant stone balls. It was in San Jose that I was very curious about the giant stone balls. I was really curious as to how these stone balls were made. My experiences with Christopher Dunn
gotta get that angle, bro. You gotta get the lighting just right.
Showed me that
those two were like right next to each other.
He's about to say big fat balls.
Ancients had some of the giant stone balls. This granite ball here at the National Museum in San Jose, Costa Rica.
What is this music? There's background music now?
I guess so.
It's one of the better specimens. Perfectly round.
And he spanks it.
Yep, this one here is perfect.
Just like the old days, man. Pioneers used to ride them balls for miles, man.
For miles.
Quite a large ball. It probably weighs several tons. It's one of the mysteries of Atlantis is these giant stone balls.
Is it the mysteries of Atlantis? Does that mean he's in it? Like in Atlantis?
It was right here, by the way. Atlantis is right here.
I'm in it.
It's my theory.
The music cuts out.
That these stone balls that are thinking they're some kind of eggs of the gods or giant balls.
I sent you a private chat.
So that's one idea, that these huge stone balls were all part of
these huge stone balls. By the way, David Childress, dude, I fucking love this guy. This is just like, this is a hilarious video.
Oh yeah,
elaborate map system, and it literally washed these balls. In my mind, that's a pretty interesting theory. However, I don't think it explains the really, really large stone balls very well, because they are so huge. Many of these balls are.
You paused it.
Hold on, sorry.
Many of these balls are huge. Is that these giant stone balls, and some of them are relative.
What I'm thinking of is like the guys, whoever's shooting this is like, hey, that was great. Can you do this one more time?
Yeah.
And he's saying it differently each time. So
it's different cuts.
Yeah.
Relatively small. I then decided we are relatively small. I then decided we needed to investigate the giant stone balls. That my idea is that these balls are thinking they're some kind of.
Okay, that's enough. Oh my god! Oh, that's so great,
man. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Welcome back to the show. Remember when we walked past David Childress at UFO Congress, our very first event, live meet? What do you call it? A conference?
Conference, yeah.
And we were like, David, what's up? He was like, what's up, guys? Like. But he didn't stay and chat with us, but
he trotted over and like smacked your butt real quick.
A little bit, just to be friendly, just to be like, that's what a friend does.
Yeah.
he slaps me on the butt and in the face. He's like, "You bitch." Just a little tap though, just like
what's up, Davey? That's what we call him. If you're friends, he'll let you call him Davey.
Davey.
I'm just kidding.
Or Davold.
That's not how that happened at all.
His Christian name is Davold.
Ben and I were completely starstruck.
Yeah,
we were like, "You want to go talk to him?" He's like, "You go talk to him." No, you go talk to him.
Yeah, I got so nervous, dude. Because remember he passed, and then we realized like, oh shit, that was fucking David Childress, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like, and they're like, we got nervous.
And we're like, was that him? And it was like, oh, I'm not. Oh, and then as he was walking away, we were like, oh, that's definitely David Childress. I recognize that guy's backside anywhere, right?
Backside.
And then somebody came up and they were like, "Hey, you guys want to do an interview?" And we were like, "What the fuck is happening?" I guess so.
Sure.
And we ate shit in that interview too.
Wait, what did we do?
Remember, they were like, "Hey, you guys want to say something about UFO Congress?" And we were like, "Yeah, I guess so. We're down." And then they were like, "All right, ready to go." We were like, "Hey, we're UFO Garage. How's everybody doing?
How are you doing? What are you?
We're here checking out aliens, and we just saw David Childress walk by.
That's pretty cool.
This is our first time here." It was like, "Is that all?" And we were like, yeah, I think so. He was, all right, we'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, right. We'll let you get settled. They do. I'm just getting the other screen set up for our next activity.
Thin Lizzy, what is cooined? Some cooined.
Cooined.
What is some cooined?
What's a private chat? Do you? Oh no, I didn't. I just saw your message in private chat.
Oh well,
yes, they're like BBs.
Remember that one time when I was like, "Hey, fool, I sent you a private chat."
Yeah, you said that a long time ago. I feel like
I did. I really did. Yeah.
Sorry.
What's up, Chad Smith? Tammy in the house. What's happening? Babe? You good? Sound like somebody. Is that Nibbler making that noise? Really? Sound like somebody was going like, woo. Yeah,
sorry. I should have taken myself out.
Are you asking the person without headphones on if they heard the woo noise? This guy's got headphones on.
Oh, jeez.
Dude. Sorry. I zone out. I'm reading the chat. It's always easier with two guys. Damn, I suck at this. Sorry, everybody. I can't help it. I don't know. That guy
all right, we're back.
Is
we're
like,
back.
Oh, I was talking about your ears.
You're talking about shit. You're talking about talking shit on me?
I haven't even got there yet.
Oh my gosh. What about my ears?
I was going to say that like you can fucking hear everything for whatever reason inside headphones with music and all kinds of other shit happening.
But not if you're trying to talk to me.
Yeah, unless I'm saying something to you.
Yeah, I won't understand it. Okay.
Tammy, I do not have a chair yet. No, ma'am, I don't. I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, this chair is like $17. Better have some fucking gold in it.
17? Where'd you get it? Like
no, I didn't.
Salvation Army, or
I didn't. It was too expensive.
Oh, you did. Why'd you say it so angry? Like, no, I didn't.
Because I walked past it like 4 times, debating. And I was like, nah, I'm hungry. But then I was like, but I got all this cheese in my pocket.
Dude, you always got pocket cheese, dude.
Pocket cheese.
Pocket cheese.
Oh, dude.
You ever branch out and like try anything other than cheddar?
Hey. Oh no, dude. Only cheddar. Okay. Only cheddar. Don John Bovi's already winning the game.
Yeah, but John Bon Jovi, you got it. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a little activity. So we've got a bunch of photos of some aliens. And I want everybody to Joe and I together, we're asking you. We don't know who these aliens are. We need you to confirm. Anyway. We do. We know who they are. Put in the chat who you think what movie this alien is from.
Alien number 1.
This game is called From Which Movie Is That Alien we're showing? What movie do you think that thing is from?
AKA you don't win shit.
Spoiler alert, we both win already. Okay, all right, everybody go.
All right, ready? Go.
Don Bon Jovi.
Chad Smith. No, that is not JoJo Bone.
Melissa, yes, baby and wife are okay. It was just they were cooing back to each other. They were making cute noises. That's what happened. That's why I dropped out.
That's why you were gone for 3 minutes.
That wasn't 3 minutes, though.
You went to go coo for 3 minutes.
No, coo choo. Hey, we gotta make sure my family is
coo choo. Who do you think you are, man? You think you're the walrus now?
I might be an egg, not the egg man, but I might be an egg man.
Okay, I'll be the walrus, dude.
Okay, we've got some answers in. We've got Star Wars.
Nope.
From some saver. Sorry. Eddie says MIB. Incorrect.
Nope.
Tammy Muppets. Close, but no cigar. Justin says Empire Strikes Back. Nope. Close.
No.
Benji says Star Wars. No. Chad Smith says, yeah, her phone is just being dumb. That's not a movie, Chad.
What an idiot.
Sunsaver is really, hey, I'll say this. It's not from the Star Wars movie.
Dan the man in the house. What's up, Dan? And he's correct. So was Facebook user.
Yeah,
and
okay,
John.
Well, actually, Dan got it right. It is
John Bovey got it right at 8:21.
He did. I did. Yes, we should show that. Oh wait, not she took her dad's car. He was the first one to get it for sure. Yes,
He
Explorers. Explorers is correct. Boom. Dan, you also get a treat. You get a gold star as well.
I like how John Bovey at 8:24 said wrong guesses and already answered it. Oh, dude.
Okay, got it.
All right, we got it.
All right, what's next?
What's Alien number 2?
Okay, Alien.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
where are these little guys from?
This is a deep cut, dude. Look how much it looks like they're at a rave of some sort, like on a dance floor, bro. Like
they're partying hard right now, I think.
In particular, dude, I've never noticed this, but this dude,
his eyes, yes, aren't they creepy?
How much Molly do you think he just took?
Dude, he took it like a gram of Molly in his butthole. So he's fucking like on a roller coaster ride right now.
Oh no.
Wrong one.
So also I've never noticed this either. Like, oh my gosh. The nose, there's a nose in this. Look at this. You see the little nose? There's a human nose. So some do have. Oh, they all have noses.
They all have noses. If one has a nose, they all have noses.
Now we all know. We know that they have noses.
Let's see. Who got the first? A Jedi Camper, Close Encounters. Yep. Facebook user, Close Encounters. Eddie, Close Encounters. Yep. Spooky, Close Encounters.
We got a lot of Close Encounters.
And they're all at the same time. So you guys are all winners tonight.
Yeah, I can't choose. That would be unfair.
Hey, y'all need to slow down a little bit because we're going to be done with the episode in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. JoJo Bone got it. Gordium, definitely Mac and me.
Hold on. Let's just choose the first one to go. I think Chad is right with Land Before Time.
Oh, dude. Oh, Sunsaver. Dude, you got to see The Explorers. It's a great movie.
I think so. Flash forward. Actually, I think he answered it correctly first. So sorry. Yes. Okay. Boom. A lot of people got that answer right though. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Next one, boys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. That. Boom. This is the next one, and it is so dang cute, man. I was telling you earlier, like I know the line in the movie's like, oh, it's kind of cute, but I remember watching this vividly and thinking at first how creepy it was because the scene, like the mom reaches out and grabs. I'm not going to spoil it if anybody doesn't know.
If you haven't seen Men in Black 1 yet,
You haven't.
I don't want to spoil it for
I don't know
you.
if it's been enough time.
It's only been like 23 years.
I feel like that's accurate though. Like, has
Oh,
it really?
I like how we were just like, yeah, if you haven't seen Men in Black.
Wait.
All right, so I got it right. It's Men in Black. I did think about this as my child's head was coming out of my wife's vagina. I was like, what if my kid has like tentacles?
She would still have been cute.
Yeah. And you don't really realize like what a baby looks like when it first comes out, unless like you've been there. And so at first I was like, oh shit, is this really happening? But it wasn't. It's just like, no, that's quite the squeeze, that they have to go through. So, they look a little funny coming out.
They look a little. I was very. I mean, yeah. So,
what's up, Dave?
Telling too much details, dude. Like, yeah, it was definitely a surreal moment. Sensei said this one looks like Close Encounter. It's Close Encounters. I think John Bon Jovi just John Bovey win again?
I don't know.
Let's
go.
Okay, hold on. No, we're not gonna let you win. The next one, I'm sorry. Oh, Benji, it's not Men in Black 2 though. Melissa, your answer was MIN, so I don't know. Should we give it to her? Because I mean,
no.
It's close. It is close.
Then Lizzie got close too. It's not MIB. It's just MIB.
I think we give it to Thin Lizzie. Thin Lizzie, yeah. I think she wins.
Okay.
I don't know, Melissa. I'm sorry. I feel like that was a typo. So maybe it's a tie between Melissa and Thin Lizzie.
Oh, I see what Thin Lizzie was doing. She was talking like Will Smith. The MIB is the MIB.
The MIB.
The MIB.
Also, Melissa, the N is very close to the B on the keyboard, so duh MIB. All right, next
is the MIB.
Ooh, deep cut. Snap, y'all. Damn.
Thanks for the super chat, Spaced Out Radio.
Ooh, is Davey little Davey Scotty boy in the house tonight? Happy New Year's Eve, boys, he says with that amazing super chat. Thanks, brother.
Dude, hell yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. Crowley.
We missed you last night, Joe. It was an awesome time, dude.
I bet it was.
Yeah, it was fun.
I bet it was. Let's see here.
Cordy Gibbs says this also depicts a scene from 1988 classic film.
He's gonna Paul Rudd us the entire night now.
Gordium's
gonna Paul Rudd us.
How specific you got with the description. The 1998 classic film. It's funny because me and Jess have this inside joke about Christmas. Our long story, but I always go in far detailed describing the Christmas movie I'll Be Home for Christmas, starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and she'll put it on randomly throughout the day during Christmas or near Christmas. And I'll be like, babe, oh my God, is that the 1995 classic Disney original film starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas? And that chick that's married is Justin T, dude.
Are they married?
They are, dude. Happily.
That's what's up.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what answers we have here.
Mr. Crowley gave us another donation too. Don't forget to shout out that super chat.
Where? Me.
It's the 29.
Is it before? I'm not seeing it.
It's after Dave's.
It's after Dave's. Thank you. Here we go.
Looks like
Mr. Crowley's.
Looks like Mr. Crowley and Dave are in a bid war.
It's not showing up in StreamYard. What the hell?
I'm seeing it
in StreamYard.
Yeah, go to the very bottom and then scroll up. And you'll see Mr. Crowley, 8:30. Look in the 8:30 time zone.
I see she has jewels in her belly. And then above that, Schwarzenegger movie. It's not showing up, dude. That's weird. Do you see it? But I can't see it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's higher. It's higher up than she has jewels in her belly.
Well, what the fuck?
Go up a few more. Keep going.
Well, maybe
There it is.
Maybe Dave donated twice. I can't not do two things at once. I can't even talk. I'm not finding it. Fucking hell, man. All right, dude, Mr. Crowley, thank you so much.
Looks like
There
Jeff
it is.
Jefferson. There,
Boom.
yep, you got it.
Boom.
You got it. There we go.
I did it.
Jeff Jefferson. He's the first one to get it. Yep.
Okay, now I'm all over the place. I don't know where I'm at now.
It's 3 under the super chat you just gave. And
Fifth
that's
Element, Jeff Jefferson wins.
Yep.
Boom. It is from Fifth Element. I was telling you earlier.
Flash Forward said it's 50 Element.
50
Element. Don John Bovey, The Sound of Music. Chad Smith, Indian in the Cupboard. It's plastic. Plastic. Do you have corn husk? Husk. From corn.
Kylie Minogue, Justin said.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So let's see. Jeff wins. Jeff, gold star. Okay, next. Ready?
What's next?
This is a deep one. This is a deep cut. If anybody can guess this, I will give you 50 gold stars. 50 of them.
Will personally give you an old fashioned.
Like at the drink? Yeah, I can make a good old fashioned. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you're talking
dude.
about something different, aren't you?
An old fashioned, you know?
Joseph.
Mr.
Good
Crowley says,
man.
"Oh my God, Chicken Fifth Element is hot." Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah,
Lilu.
dude.
Lilu.
Ooh, she's so damn hot.
Multi-pass. Oh, God.
Jeff said, woo. Okay. So this one is a deep cut.
Hey, is that Big Joe Lamont?
Oh, snap. Is that Joe Lamont?
Joe
I haven't seen
Lamont.
him in a long time, dude.
What's up, man? What do you want to?
All right, well, let's show it. Joseph Lamont, dude, welcome back, dude. It's been a long
dude,
time.
and he got the correct answer.
And he did, and he specified
Charlie Sheen version.
The Arrival Charlie Sheen version.
I love it, dude. I love it.
That's amazing.
Hey, check this out, everybody. Me and this fool used to be roommates back in the day. It was me, and it was this Joe, and then we had another Joe that lived with us, and then we had this fool named Josh. So it was 3 Joes and a Josh that all roomed together.
I thought you roomed with Cinnamon Terry, dude.
Cinnamon Terry came and hung out, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
he was there a lot, bro. But okay, so Josh or Joseph, dude, great to see you back, dude. But again, man, the data can't lie. Don wins again with The Arrival, and it's not just Arrival because it's a totally different movie with blonde, redhead chick, super hot, awesome movie, by the way. But The Arrival, very different movie. So Don wins again, guys. I mean, gold star to Don. Actually, no, that's 50 gold stars and
50.
and an old fashioned
and an old fashioned, dude. Send us your address, and Ben will be there next week.
I gotta tell my wife.
Hey, babe. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to give this guy an old fashioned.
Just BRB. Nothing weird's happening. Love you. Wish I could tell you what I'm doing, but can't do that.
And you come walking back in the house real fast, and she's like, "What are you doing?
Why
What'd
are you
do
waddling
yesterday?"
like a?
And you're like, "Hold on, I just gotta wash my hands."
Why are your hands so smooth and oily?
Like you finish it, and then you go back to the airport, hop on the plane, fly all the way home, load your shit, drive home, then get home, unlock the door, walk in. You're like, "Hold on, I gotta wash my hands." Like you didn't wash your hands that whole time. Oh god,
I think I waited.
Oh
my god. Okay. Okay. So Don wins again. All right, guys, you gotta speed this up. I mean, Jesus, this guy's he's good. Okay, next. Boom. Okay. This is it's really is a cryptid, right? Like that's kind of what we talk. It's not, I don't know. It could be an alien, but it's more of a cryptid. So if you can name what movie this dude is from, this guy who's got a watchful eye.
Benji might be. Yep, you got it, buddy.
Pan's Labyrinth, and it's different from the Labyrinth with the singer guy.
David Bowie.
David Bold.
It's so funny because I watched this movie, and the whole entire time I waited for David Bowie to come out, and at the end of it, I was like, "Wait a second, did I just read an entire goddamn movie and not see David Bowie?" And then I realized that there also were no Muppets running around, and so like the movie really bummed me out until I found out I watched the wrong one, and I was like, "Oh, I guess that was kind of cool."
I remember.
You remember I was telling you that?
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, oh, I watched the Labyrinth. I didn't even see David Bowie the whole fucking time.
Holy shit. Okay, next one, guys. Congratulations to Benji on that. Pan's. He's Pan's Labyrinth. So next one, guys. We did a close-up for this one because I don't know if a lot of people will know this, but first one to get this is that let's do it 1 gold star. Let's keep it at 1 gold star.
All right, Don John Bovey wins.
Damn it, Donald. Oh, his actual full name is Donald. I like to add old to names that don't need them, like Jonald. I don't know. Benold. That's fun.
It is. Independence Day.
Okay.
You guys are killing it.
I
mean, we made the list pretty easy.
Well, we did. Yeah. Okay.
We made it pretty easy.
Hold on. Don, you win again, dude. I don't know what to say. Guys. All right, Lewis, I'm looking at you. Lewis. I'm looking at Lewis and Buck. This is y'all. This is y'all's time to shine.
Here we go.
Next one.
I think Don John Bovey deserves 2 old fashions.
Guess the alien. What movie? What TV show? This is from 1 gold star. Real gold, 24 karat. Actually, it's 24 and a half karat.
Let's see. What do we got? Nope, not Blue's Clues.
It's actually it's a sticker, like a star shaped sticker made of meta materials. Okay, we have
Jedi Camper, Fraggle Rock. Very close.
Why says that's my ex?
Justin. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, yeah. Sesame Street.
Buck, what the hell? What? David Jones equals David Bowie. Joey says Sesame Street.
Yep.
We have Blue's Clues.
Nope.
Earth Girls are easy. Joseph asks. Or
nope.
Muppets. Tammy. Yes.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yep.
I love this episode because they're trying to figure out the radio. And they're like, cow. Yep. Cow.
Oh, so you actually remember this episode? You know?
Yeah. They're like, cow. Nope. Book. And then they pull out a book. And then they're like, fan. Nope. And they flip through the book. Radio.
I feel like Hendrix is gonna get a more kick out of that impression than I would. I've never seen it.
It's a great one.
Jedi Camper says Fraggle Rock, and I feel like that I don't actually know where this is from. So,
hey, are we gonna let Mr. Crowley on?
Well, he's not in the.
Did you send him a link? Mr. Crowley, we sent you a link.
Oh, motherfucker! I didn't. Shit.
You didn't.
I thought I did.
Did you send Eric a link?
Yes, he's in the backstage. He's backstage right now.
Oh.
Well, should we finish? We've got 2 more.
Eric's got to work tonight.
Oh,
so
actually, that was it. I think that was it. Or let's see.
Was that 10?
There's one more. All right, speed round. All right, guys. We have 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28. This is great content. I'm just gonna. Yeah. I checked out those UFO Garage idiots. They just counted down from 30 and looked at a photo of Alf. Yes,
Alf.
Yeah. Okay, Flash Forward is the winner. Boom,
Nice,
baby.
dude. Nice.
Everybody got that right, though, by the way. Melissa, Jason, Joseph, Tammy, Mr. Crowley, K-Man, Prototype, Lewis, Easel Paint, Jeff, Van Gogh, Joseph again, Don, of course. Everybody got it right. Nice. Okay. All right. Well, all right. This is the last one. If anybody can get this.
Why said that was his first girlfriend?
I love how wife always or why always references like his like ex-wife and shit. It's so funny. Oh shit.
What movie is this one from? Bro,
What
me and
movie
this Flash
is
Forward
this
got it.
from?
Oh, Jeff's got it. Yep.
My first Jeff, yeah, loves that cat.
Jeff Jefferson
Melissa
got it.
said bullshit.
We got to get Eric in here.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring. Oh, what did I do?
What you do?
I clicked something. Oops. Share screen. Boom.
Sure.
God dang it.
You messed it
Eric.
up, dude.
What's up?
Eric. Can you hear
Eric.
us?
What's up?
Oh,
What's up,
dude?
Yeah, I was just about to get ready for work. I was going to wash my giant rocky balls and saw the end. So
Giant.
thank you for having me on.
Hell yeah, man.
No problem, man. No problem. Just let us know whenever you got to go, man. I know you got work tonight. I told you
It's
just
some
come hop on
kind-
with us for a little bit.
Some kind of giant balls.
Going.
Oh,
See, I've got a
that's
stigma. I've totally got this stigma with speech impediments. If that makes me a bad person, then I'll take it. But anytime someone has like this speech impediment, like the guy at Walmart, he was at the door today. He's like, "Thank you for shopping at Walmart." I had to stop. This was going to be a long conversation, so I was like 20 minutes late to everything I had to do today because this guy had a speech impediment, and I wanted to drill every bit I could out of that guy.
Oh my God, dude. I understand the feeling. Man, years ago, I was at a Whataburger down in Corpus Christi. And there was the guy at the counter. He sounded identical to Kermit the Frog. Like he just sounded like Kermit the Frog, and he was taking orders. And I'm like, I spent probably 45 minutes in there trying to eat a cheeseburger because I kept laughing every time he'd ask people like what they wanted. It was the most hilarious thing ever. I loved it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I traced mine back to childhood trauma, where I was at Dynamics Technology, California, and there was a bunch of people, Chinese people, of course, working in the this huge building, and it was a Christmas party, and they were all singing "Lollipop" drunk, and I lost it, turned the floor, and now every time I've got Chinese friends, and how do you communicate with this type of illness that I have? I can't help it. If you can't pronounce your L's and your R's, I have this automatic thing to make you say everything with L's and R's in it. I can marry a Chinese woman and, have Larry and Lily as children, and I would be the happiest man alive.
Rary,
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
something I deal
God.
with. It's hard. It's tough. I deal with it every day. And I try not to go outside, but it does happen.
Try not to go outside.
Yeah.
Dude, well, I know you've been working hard, dude. Thanks for hopping on for a little bit, dude. Like it's been a crazy couple of weeks. We chatted on the phone yesterday, and dude, like it was crazy the synchronicities that I experience over Christmas, like since the 22nd. And that's a significant date. When I talked to you, I explained a little bit about that. And then I planned to start working on editing the documentary. And then you called. Like, I didn't tell anybody I was working on it. And then you call me. That was that was crazy.
Yeah, that's how it works, though. That's how it works. I'm talking with, you guys know I've been involved with some sciencey stuff, as our esteemed college calls it. But I have worked with some people in Harvard. They want to keep their name quiet because of ridicule and stuff like that. But things are kind of changing, and they're like really amping up. Once this data comes through and you can see these really cool looking brains under MRIs and stuff like that, you're thinking, wow, these synchronicities, these empathic type of things, these intuitive things that come out, you can finally see it, through the experience or firing up, and it's just so sci-fi. But unfortunately, we've got people, I will name these names, Dr. Christopher Green or Kit Green. He was in the CIA for, God, about 35 years. He's not one of these gun-toting 007 guys. I'm sorry to get you excited, but, he's a boring geneticist, but he does get a hold of scientists that are working on this kind of stuff, and he throws a big tent over the top of it. They call it a tent. And so you're going to hear a little bit from Dr. Gary Nolan of, Stanford University. He checked out like 100 brains, and it was just phenomenal every single time. So he brought in a cohort group, people that have never had any experience at all. And it's just like crickets. There's nothing going on. It's just normal brain activity. You put the experiencer back, and the background music starts again. You see this stuff fire back up, and it's just sci-fi, bro. I mean, it's better than what you would find in a sci-fi film, where these brains are directly affected by this blue electromagnetic light that's related to brain synapses. So you want to talk about ET phone home? Holy crap, it is ET phone home. But I'm excavating my scientists from MIT. I'm taking them from Harvard. I'm bringing in Dr. Steve Colburn. I talked to him today. He worked with Dr. Roger Lear on the implants and objects. He's happily agreed to kind of jump on to join the team. And we got a couple of cool name. Don't know. I was thinking like X-Men or something, but that was taken. I Googled it. Some of the
not the obvious college, dude, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Eric,
no, it's not.
Eric, real quick, dude, I got to get your microphone level up. It's a little low. Is there any way? I was trying to do it on my end, and that's my bad. Is there any way we can get your microphone a little?
Hello. I'll shove this thing further in my mouth. How's that?
Better. It looks really goofy. Let me see what I can do on my end. Really, just give me a second.
No, it's not your fault. It really isn't.
Let me turn you up, and then just give me a second, and then try now.
All right.
Okay, so all right, that was a bad idea
bit on your end.
That was all right. I'm back to normal settings.
Yeah, I've got my computer right behind my cell phone here, and it just wouldn't take today. So you know how that goes. It 50% shot, when it's going to work. But yeah, I wanted to jump on and hang out with you guys for a minute before I went to work. But that is, literally the latest. And it's not even that we have been going at this a while. This is a new team. They don't know each other. Most of them don't. I am on the phone with a regressionist and a top psychologist to document the psychology of the quintessential experiencer. So not
you're
just
talking about
cool
this
stuff
new
that we're going to see on screen.
You're talking about this new thing
team,
you're forming.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's really exciting until you think about the work that we're going to have to do, and then it's not so exciting, but it's exciting to pull it away from the control of colleges. We're pulling it away from the control of oversight of CIA. We're independently going to be working at several different colleges. So if someone wants to put a tent over one college, it doesn't matter. We're going to be everywhere. And it's going to be genetics. It's going to be neurology. It's going to be psychology. I can't wait to see what comes out of hypnoregressions. I do have, not in my possession, but I do have some objects that have been removed that need to be looked at under an electron microscope, because every other microscope says this is unknown. We don't know what it is. So, I'm trying.
So,
it's like,
Eric, with this new law that passed, this new bill, and this new desk that is formed with the government, a lot of projects were kind of left out, like including the Galileo project. And you're saying that a lot of these Harvard studies were also like, hey, kit and caboodle, sorry, bro, do your own thing now. So that, I guess what I'm asking is, does that mean all the NDAs that all these scientists have signed in order to do these studies, now they can talk to the public and they don't have to abide by those NDAs, and we can as people independently learn what these scientists know, or maybe make a new project that's open and available to the public?
Yeah, I'm actually looking for a film crew that might want to jump on a few planes and look at a few brains. If you guys know anybody, let me know. Hint, hint. But yeah, like, it's the early stages. I'm just calling old friends and colleagues, scientists that I've talked to throughout the years. You guys know I don't speak a whole lot to things on podcasts and stuff like that. People
Yeah.
need proof of what you're doing or whatever, but I don't know. I get up, I put on my underwear, I wash my big rocky balls, some kind of rocky balls, and I get
Coin.
myself to work, and try to, it's like football, man. You've got to have the ball in the right place. That doesn't necessarily have to be me. But once you pass it back and forth, we're trying to get into the end zone and not be fumbled. So that's kind of how it is, man. They shut the information down. It is absolutely clear that these quasi groups of people do not want the existence of experiencer to be in the public eye. They don't want it to happen. They
Right.
either lied to Luis Elizondo, or withheld the information from him, or somehow intimidated him to turn a blind eye. Which, number three, I don't agree. I think he was lied to, just like so many people are in compartmentalized situations. So, I did use his personal email and sent him some information. Hopefully, he takes hold and takes a look at some of that. I'm not saying I'm wanting to recruit the guy. He's a part of Galileo now with Chris Mellon, but I just kind of mosey on over Harvard, pulled my stuff out of the drawer because that's mine. I don't want it to be part of the show or the antics. My major
Right.
thing is to show the world that people like me exist. We're real. We're not crazy people. You do run into like 2%, and those guys are just wow. But for the rest of us, we're just hardworking people that had loved their families and put their pants on both legs at a time, just like everyone else. Wait, don't you? I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm excited about that, man. I've got some small chat groups set up for these guys to meet each other, share, their expertise and everything like that. And hopefully they can get along long enough to get to work and start really checking out this data and producing more content. It may not be like the coolest stuff ever, but I can promise you it'll be factual. And some stuff I've seen so far is just sci-fi, man. It's sci-fi.
Right.
Like, I look at myself in the mirror now and I'm like, you're actually a weirdo, yeah. But
That's my
just
morning
kinda,
routine.
yeah, you have to. But yeah, so yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. Yeah, I haven't slept. And if you call me and I speak gibberish, it's because it's nonstop, and I've taken overnights at work, about 52 hours a week, to keep my days cleared so I can really pack a big punch when it comes to this.
So we've got a question. Tammy Finnegan wants to know, with this brain study, will you be using psychedelics to help with this? Big strides are being made with it. Is that something you guys are looking into or curious about?
Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, that is something I've thought about, especially microdosing. Not going too far, you can get into a lot of trouble in a lab by doing so. But you just got to be careful. What my biggest interest is when affecting the brain while studying it is really a thin sliver of the electromagnetic field that's actually related to consciousness. If you go and watch, I think it's the movie Sirius with Dr. Stephen Greer, he actually saw, I don't know where he got the document. He didn't get the full document. He got the heading, but I got the full document. And in 1952, electrogravitics went black because they realized there was a small spectrum in electrogravitics that were directly related to brain synapses, meaning you can affect brain activity at a long distance or even connected to, which was too dangerous at the time. And then the Cold War came around. It was too dangerous at that time. But this is a neurological interface we can use with our car, our television, as long as it's not dangerous and long-term effects. And what we're finding, my personal belief, is we're being physically affected via UFO that way. you see the blue or orange electromagnetic field around a sphere, and then the next thing you know, a person is calling things like downloads or psychic premonitions or certain things. And this is most likely Einstein's spooky at a distance, because there is a distance to cover, and here's these minds that are being affected. Now, there were some pilots. This is classified, but I can talk about it. I don't sign NDAs. I barely carry around my crayon, so I can't do it anyway. But what we're seeing is these pilots that were ordered to chase these things down and open fire on them were studied by Dr. Gary Nolan. And these guys had big, massive white brain matter clusters that are just dead brain matter. These guys got brain damage by chasing and shooting UFOs. Now, us on the ground end up with a caudiputamen basal ganglia supercluster right near the part of the brain that's responsible for intuitive, empathy, even non-local properties, which need a lot of study, because non-local means your consciousness can take off. So to be able to see that in an MRI, look at the pictures, know the data is 100% real, it's mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. Some of these people should be head CEOs of companies, politicians. This supercluster is capable of amazing thought and creativity. It's centered on the right-hand side of the brain. So it's not great for analytics, but it is great for creativity, dominance when it comes to decision-making, intuitively or not. Decision-making comes immediately to that area of the brain. The left doesn't fire, the right doesn't fire. It just seems to create its own answer without a thought process. So that is the coolest part of the brain that's ever been found in human history. And it just happens to be from these crazy UFO people. So might want to pay attention.
Definitely.
Wow.
Eddie Haskell wants to know if you're in the International Space Station right now.
I'm not. I actually went into my walk-in closet because I didn't have a setup. I got company over, and I was just like, I'm gonna sit down and God, I probably look like I'm in one.
You look like you're in
an
you look like you're in an airplane bathroom, dude.
Yeah, and you know what? I've done that before too. I've done that too. I'm a guy. I don't have a secretary. I look in the fridge for ketchup, and it takes about 20 minutes. Whereas usually, if a female points in, it magically appears. You know how that works? Well,
100%.
So I'm kind of, you know what I mean? It's like they point into that refrigerator universe, and all of a sudden the ketchup just kind of manifests. Yeah. And they're like, you weren't looking. That's your problem. It's like, no, I looked. I was in there 20 minutes. It's warm in that fridge, and I just needed some ketchup. And then you came along and helped us. So thank you, female creatures of mysterious stuff. But yeah, typical guy. I won't write down podcasts. I'll end up on a airplane bathroom. Just doing a podcast. Like there's nothing behind me. It's just look right here. Eyes up here, Mister.
Mister. We have another really awesome question from Luis Montez. What do you guys think about NASA investment to have priests get people ready for alien life involvement? I think he's referring to the theologians that were recently that's in the news all over the place. How many theologians have they hired?
25.
I think.
Well, that's how many they said.
Yeah, but
this isn't the first time, right?
No, it's not the first time. They did a little something in 2014, and they did something, I can't remember the years before that. But it's something it gets brought up and knocked back down. It's all political and bureaucracy.
Yeah, but it happened in like the 80s and then in the 50s as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's happened in the past, but now we're getting closer to it. Go ahead, bud.
I was going to say Lorian Fenton, just shout out to her. She was the one that kind of made me aware of that it had happened before. Like this isn't the first time. So I just wanted to shout out Lorian Fenton.
Yeah. The best thing to do, even if it's some sort of disinformation campaign, the best thing about disinformation campaigns is you can screw it up for the people that invent them for you. So, why not contact these people? Why not give them the data that they need to look at? If they're hired to do a job, they would be more than happy to get the data, to look at the job. So when I saw that pop up, I literally started salivating, because even if these people are lack of a better word, Ponzi's for some kind of scheme, which does happen all the time, they will still be doing the job that they were set out to do, which is perfectly fine for me. But yeah, I'm happy about that.
Good. I love that. I love your positivity towards that, dude. I love that.
I shouldn't be positive at all right now. I'm just like, yeah, I am falling out tired, but I'm surprised. I still know my 26 letters of English, so I'm trying to cram them together the best I can with the 6 neurons I got firing left. But yeah, lack of sleep. Yeah, it's tough, guys. But man, I think, even if I needed to take a different direction in life, and sometimes I do that when I help start projects, I'll take a different direction. This project's gonna, make waves out there. Even if I don't stick around for whatever reason, it's still going to, at least release real information to the American public, to the world public. I mean, we deserve the truth, and there's a lot of suffering people out there that can't even deal with the fact that they've gone through something they can't believe. And so putting that out for suffering families, husbands, wives, children, it really opens these people up to accepting themselves and all the things that they experience with, some sort of scientific data. I'm a spiritual person myself. I love science too. I love where they cross in the brain. Because you can see that happen with spirituality that we can't even begin to think about explaining. And then you have the spirituality and the science kind of crossing each other right there in what is now called the antenna, which is really cool. But yeah, I think it's going to really help a lot of people understand themselves. Just think if you have like lupus or fibromyalgia, you're in pain all the time. The doctor can't tell you anything about it. They really don't want to prescribe you medicine because they're not sure if you're telling the truth or not. So you go home questioning yourself, well, maybe I'm a med seeker, maybe I'm just a loser, maybe it's just depression. So that times 10 for the experiencer, it's way worse. It's the most ridiculed subject in the world. So if you just take the data, be responsible, put it on the table and share it and say, look, this is what this is. We need to quit BS in the world and put down this fact. And after that, we can go study penguins or something.
It's quite the jump.
Penguins are
It
cute,
is.
dude.
It
I
is.
love penguins,
It's
dude.
quite the jump,
Yeah.
man.
Monogrammatic freaks of cold nature. Yes. Yeah.
Dude, fucking penguins are crazy.
That needs to be the name of our band, dude. Monochromatic
Yeah.
Freaks of Nature.
Hey, that could be the name of your group.
Yeah, I'll play the tambourine for you guys. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
That could be the name of the group of all the smart people you're getting together.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's no telling. I'm still pushing for X-Men. The word's out that it's kind of expensive to buy at this point. But I was thinking about maybe sending a please letter and
please letter.
It just says please with like 30 E's in it.
Yeah, like PLLZ
with an S.
Yeah,
pleases.
Pleases.
Yeah, pleases.
Yeah.
And we can send them some ice cream
Some ice cream, sis, bro.
Some ice cream, sis.
Oh,
I mean, who wouldn't give up the name X-Men for ice cream, sis?
Oh my god! Well, if they get it in the mail, they're going to be really disappointed.
Oh, we can call it Ice Cream Sis, but that would sound like a terrorist group,
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah.
Ice Cream Sis, strikes again and pulls up actual data that people don't like. Yeah, look out
and
for those
Palmer.
guys.
Ann Palmer, hello, first visit. Hello, Ann, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. You came on a good one, that's for sure.
Are you related to the Arnold?
Mr. Crowley, don't get asleep. He's full. You're next.
Yeah, full. I already sent you a link though already.
Eric, dude, I'm so excited that you're kind of trying to put this stuff together and do the workaround. Like it's very interesting because like experiencers, dude, they fall in so many different categories. You have the category of like, I don't know what to do, right? Then you have the category of like, okay, look, I know weird shit happens, but I just kind of ignore it. And then you have the other group that's like, I got to figure out what this is, like,
yeah,
it's they're all like, you guys are all so different,
Yeah. We are We are the same inside. The inner
Right.
dialect, it is so much the same. It's ridiculous. The external is so different. It's just whatever, but the same inside. Man, guys, I was a 34-year-old redneck in Arkansas with a reasonably low IQ, and a very simple life going on as a single dad, man. I didn't believe in this subject. I made fun of people that brought it up, and just, oh boy, you stupid, and I must have sounded smart at the time. But God, to be standing in your freaking driveway and get knocked down by this big giant sphere, and for it to cause that much change in your life, to have your entire town start to hate you, for calling the devil down from the sky, um, ostracized from the church, made fun of. People were scared to get around me. I mean, it stepped into my life, man, and it ruined so many things. But sometimes when you really dissipate your whole life, a new horizon kind of starts to come up. So what do you do with that? And for me, I've been in a place where I meet new experiencers every day, like doctors, lawyers, politicians, people you wouldn't even believe, people that might be around you right now, your family, friends. So I'm in a position where I can see that all the time, and it pisses me off. I was the guy in high school that beat up the bully for picking on the little kids, and I don't think it's any different as an adult to know for a fact that these people are suffering, know how they're suffering. I can identify with it 1,000%, and they don't have a voice. They don't. If they step up, they're going to lose a husband. They're going to lose a wife. They're going to lose their kids. They're going to lose family members. Next thing you know, there's no Christmas for them. So if you're in a position to really move, get your ass up and move, because these people suffer badly. So putting the truth on the table, is a goal of mine, for sure. But also sleep too. I got like I think Sunday lined up. It's gonna be great.
I got Sunday lined up. Yeah,
Dude, you got it on the calendar, man.
Yeah, on
As
the
long as you got
calendar.
it on the calendar.
Look at you being responsible for once.
Yeah.
Eric, so like,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we've known each other for a while, but like, our conversation we had the other day just opened up a lot of questions, and just for me, like, I really think we dove into a section of thought that I haven't really touched and talked with you about, and it's more of like that. I'm curious because, dude, you are the experiencer, and you're trying to bridge this gap between people that maybe have had an experience that don't really know how to deal with it. You've been through the ringer of literally all of the stuff that can happen to you as an experiencer. You're not talking about love and light because maybe there was at one point, right, in your story, but there's a lot of really like negative stuff too. Like when you say I'm pissed off earlier, just like a couple minutes ago, you said, and I'm pissed off, and I'm trying to find these answers. Like, in what way, like, would you tell somebody that's listening to this right now, like, to connect with that person? Hey, I know why you're mad. Because a lot of people that go through these experiences, they're mad at something, but like what? Do you have
Oh
anything?
no, just how humanity deals with the most important subject in the world. Most of the people that are supposedly in charge of this situation are in the sandbox pulling each other's hair. And that's how we're dealing with the most important subject of our time, of our future. There's nothing that's not going to be, everything's going to change from there. Technology, the way we think, the way we accept the universe around us, everything's going to change. Once worldwide, we can accept the fact that we're not alone. But the way it's handled, the way people are shut down, the way these amazing gifts are just completely ignored from the public. People are living this thing every single day, and you've got constant people saying, "No, you're lying. You're just doing it for the money and the fame and all that." And I was like, "Look, you don't want that kind of money, and you don't want that kind of fame. Trust me, nobody wants to be part of this club. It's not the most favorable people in the world, but yeah, that can cause anger. I choose to channel my anger into just go after a goal, not a goal that's not going to last, but a goal that's going to have a lasting impact on as many people as possible. So honestly, yeah, anger, but it turns out to be a really positive thing because it can really positively affect a lot of people. It's just exhausting and takes a lot of time. And I don't make any money doing what I do. So you guys know that. You kind of looked at my life. I don't chase money. I chase helping these people because I suffer from what they suffer from, and I know what it's like. But yeah, there's all sorts of perspectives. But one perspective to take is proper change, positive change, and don't do it for yourself. Do it for fellow man. Do it for your fellow people. Don't be in competition for a stage when you can all work together and get this thing done. Let's push over disclosure. Free the people that suffer from this, that you may even know in your everyday life, and allow them to be them. Because once you allow that to happen, just like someone with autism, if you raise them with the proper skills to teach them on their particular brain level, their particular brain pattern, what they're particularly good at, and really isolate that for them, they're going to be an amazing adjusted adult into the world of making money and creating things and living a full life. So when you take someone like an experiencer that has this cluster, this brain cluster going on, they have to hide it 24/7. And you want to talk about releasing some of the most empathic, intuitive, brilliant people in the world. There's no telling what's going to be invented, what's going to be given, what's going to be. It's just, yeah, it's releasing a part of us that we haven't been able to explore yet. And I'd like to see a world like that. We could use a few more nice people. We can use a few more empathic people. And we have that extreme gene, and it shows up in the brain, that this thing fires like lightning. So why not give them a chance? Call them a human being for once and see what they're capable of. Look at me. I'm tasking myself because that's how dried up this is.
Love that.
So
And
Eric,
much,
can I
dude.
And you can.
can I get you to get
can.
that microphone closer to your mouth, dude? Sorry, that's
Are you-
annoying, but it's just
Look at-
really low. And
No, I
I
want
want
to see
people to
both your
hear what
hands.
you're saying.
I want to
You
see
wanna see
both your
both of our
hands while I'm doing this. Both your hands. Okay, don't touch anything. Just gonna slowly put it near my mouth now. All right.
Oh my god.
Is that better, guys?
We did this episode with Jim Goodall, and like as he was talking, his
Yeah.
microphone just slowly kept going down further
Yeah.
and further.
Yeah. Ben's like, oh God.
Oh my gosh.
No. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No,
dude.
I bet he's a trip. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I bet he's a trip. Jim Goodall.
He's
Jim.
he's such a great dude, man.
Such a great dude.
He's such a great. And what's awesome about Jim is that like he's not in ufology. Like he just rides around in his Corvette and fucking says what's up to people.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
fact that he's he was best friends with fucking John Lear and Bob Lazar. I mean, he kind of like just kind of got dragged into it a little bit. I mean, those guys. The fact that they specifically banned damn it, not Ruby Ridge, what's the name of that damn place right outside of oh my god, I'm blanking on all
funny
these
story.
names.
Pepperidge Farms.
Yeah.
Not Petridge Farms.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Funny story about Lear,
can't
man. I
remember.
lived in Las Vegas. God, I don't remember. I think it was 2017, 2018. And I was in Summerlin, right across the street from Red Rock. And a lot of you guys will know if you study, UFOs and stuff, there was a lot of UFO activity right there at Red Rock at the time. And I thought, I live in Vegas. I'll get a hold of Lear through Facebook and try to have a conversation with the guy. And I got on with him, and I said, excuse me for a moment. Do you mind if I talk to you? And I guess that's some kind of code. He said, did you bring the Phillies? And I was thinking, Phillies, what's a Philly? A Philly is a horse. A Philly is a cigar. And I'm like, oh crap. I just got caught up in this situation.
It's a
So I
cheesesteak.
put, yeah. I was like, so I'm going through everything. And I said, I got the Phillies. And next thing you know, an address pops up. So I'm like, oh my God. So I go to the store and I get 2 Philly cigars. It's old school, they go way back. And I ended up knocking on the door. He asked me to come on in. He didn't know who I was. He was expecting, I guess, someone else. But the code was to bring those 2 Philly cigars to let him know I was cool. So if you guys are ever in Vegas, like go knock on his door with 2 Phillies. and he'll know that you're cool and you're supposed to come in there and talk to him. I have no idea the full story of this. I was just
That's
when you say Philly, I'm thinking like Philly cheesesteak. Is that not? Are we talking about like cigarillos?
Yeah,
like
Philly cigars.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got
Philly
it.
cigars, bro.
Yeah. I mean, what if I showed up with 2 Philly cheesesteaks? He probably would have shot me. It's like infiltrator, but
if anybody shows up on my front doorstep with 2 Philly cheesesteaks, dude, you are literally, I will pay you.
You're so cool.
Yeah. Come on in. What do you want to know? You've got me. You've got me on my knees. What do you want to know? But yeah, we had some conversations. Some of that stuff was like way out there. Like really, but it's just food for thought. But I wanted to meet the guy. I wanted to talk to him. His office was a mess. He was, I think, moving, selling his house or something like that. But yeah, we spent a couple hours talking about this and that and UFOs and Bob Lazar and all kinds of stuff. And it was just kind of cool. If you live in a town, why not, man? I mean, that's the thing. Most people are like, I've got to do laundry today. I've got to do this. I got to do that. I'm like waking up going, I'm going to build a scientific team to study people that have been affected by UFOs. Let's do that today. So yeah, the sky's the limit, man. You can do anything. People worship their limitations, or maybe they worship the clouds that are put around them by other people. But if you can just kind of blow the smoke away for a minute and really manage your distractions, then just go after what you want done in this world. We're here for a short period of time, man. Let's kick a few rocks over. I'm going to throw a fit until management finds out, and then I don't know what's going to happen after that. So live it up.
Eric, as of right now in 2022 on Saturday, right? Coming into this new year, it's probably the same thing it's always been. But as of right now, what do you feel like that's going around what do you think is just the clutter? What do you think is noise? What do you think is just like people just saying shit? Like, what do you think the distraction is right now? I mean, we've got a lot of cool stuff happening, but there's so much.
A lot of cool stuff. Ufology. I know a lot of great ufologists. Peter Robbins, love that guy. He's totally awesome. I remember I called him for the first time in mid-nervous breakdown, and I heard a typewriter going in the background. So he was literally typing what happened to me the night before, the moment we got on the phone. So don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great people in ufology, but there are others that try to turn it into like a business, and they try to turn it into entertainment. And that really waters the whole thing up. It mucks up all the water. So, some of those things can be so distracting, and people get into he said, she said, and this and that, and they're just wasting their time, man. You've got to get all that out of the way. Find a point that needs to be changed in the world and go after it. But just to allow the charade to go on with entertainment and made up stories, man, that's terrible. I know we're raised to have an entertainment mind. We're raised to have that. We're sat in front of the TV by the time we can watch one. But there is a thing called reality, and that's more important because a lot of people are living it. And but yeah, there's too many distractions. Now, what's going on with Congress? What's going on with the government, the DOD? I'm excited about all that, man. I really am. It might be a controlled narrative. I can smell downstream and understand that there's a controlled narrative going on, but there's movement, movement that's never happened before. And you can't put all that back in the box.
Do you think, damn, I have so much I want to say really quick. One is I learned that Peter Robbins, the UFO researcher, was the voice of Charlie fucking Brown. How cool is that? And weird.
What?
Yeah, I heard that.
For real?
Yeah, he's the voice of Charlie Brown. It's crazy.
I heard that years ago.
Yeah. So that's a weird fact, number one.
That's cool.
Number two was, Ben and I have such a struggle with the idea of like the entertainment in the UFO community, because God damn it, dude, we're not researchers or fucking columnists or newspaper people or anything like that. So the only thing we have is kind of entertainment. However, we don't get into the he said, she said bullshit and we don't even care. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's kind of a nice little rubber band that shit just bounces off of us. Like we're kind of just, we have blinders on for the most part in our whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the best
You
thing
know,
to be. Yeah. If these two
yeah.
can be separated, the entertainment and the reality, if they were even separated in the year 2022, that would be
Mhm.
great. So some people
Yeah.
can sit down and watch shows about space chickens, and other people can sit down and look at the, you know, the data, the
Yeah.
life stories, the psychology that hasn't been added to traditional psychology yet, that is plain in front of my face every single day. I
Yeah.
can meet a new person and know 50 things about them the moment they call me, not from psychicness, but from every day, me doing this all the time. There's key markers. They will tell you the same things, the same emotions, a lot of the same experiences. So it's like there's a blind eye to all that, especially with science. And you know, the number one thing about science is question science. You know, let's go after it. Let's put it down. I am definitely not a PhD. I'm not smart enough to, you know, I can run a toaster, but probably not an MRI machine. But what I can do is help provide the right people and protect them while they're being looked at, ask questions, and really get some things off their chest while they're there. Validate the heck out of them and send them home with paperwork so their husband and wife can see it and say, look, I'm not crazy. You know, so yeah, I mean that's really important. You know, if we're going to do that on film, and I'm bringing that up for the first time, guys, I know you're not busy with full-time jobs and families and kids and bills and taxes and flat tires and mowing your lawn, but
I deal with all of those every day.
All those things.
Every one of those things every day.
Yeah. So you can imagine, you know, you can imagine me talking to a fellow experiencer. I could be like, blah 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 blah. This is what you do. But yeah, I'd love to do something like that on film. You know, maybe once a week or once a month. We can fly out, do these MRIs, look at these amazing EEG studies on the firing of this brain going from 7.38 hertz to like 50 to 100 hertz. Let's not talk about mine. But yeah, I mean, it's fascinating stuff. Um, Maybe the only people that would actually sit down and watch it are scientists. They'd be like, "Wow, that's great brain activity right there. I really like the healthy lines there," and they would get involved. You know,
Yeah.
sorry about my science voice, but you know, it's that
I
time
don't
of
know,
year.
dude. That sounded
That's
fucking
pretty
cool.
spot on.
Dude. I was pretty, that was good.
Every doctor I've ever met sounded like
Sounded
that.
exactly like that.
They're like, well, you just need to get some rest.
Well, maybe if you just stop being such an asshole about it and just like
isn't it funny though?
Just do better.
Yeah, isn't it funny though? You go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and they seem to have the only problem in the room. It's like, clean it out, bro. Clean it out. I'm trusting you with my ears, nose, and throat, and you obviously are like backed up like the Brooklyn Bridge. You know, get a humidifier. Nobody's gonna complain. Yeah, exactly. But what seems to be the problem? But yeah, I mean, you know, I think separating the entertainment from the reality, because people will have an experience in their backyard, not know anything about ufology or UFO community, so like myself, and just run out and show up with their jaw open, like, this is where I'm supposed to be after what happened to me back there. No way, dude.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
There needs to be a place a person can go and say, all right, it felt like this, and this is what happened. What do you want to look at? Let's take a look at this stuff. Close encounters of the third kind are happening in people's backyard, and we want to hear about blue space chickens and you know, all this stuff. No, come on. Let's look at the real stuff. Let's look at the data. Let's be embarrassed human beings and walk past this silly time that we're going through, and you know, really get into the nuts and berries of this. Let's find out. You know, and if there's absolutely nothing there, we got it out of the way.
Yeah, but yeah, what are the odds? You know, what are the odds? You know, I struggle with this thing where, like, man, there's some stuff happening to people, and like the hot button topic lately has been, you know, interdimensional, extra dimensional spirit light fucking things, right? You know, and I always struggle with it because I'm like, yeah, I mean, sure, why not? But then, like, why couldn't there like be something from our galaxy that just has like really badass technology too? You know, like I always struggle with that. Yeah. Like, and I feel like it's like that's where like the science comes into play, but like are we just are we going to, like, I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. Are we going to stop searching for things that are just smarter than us within our local Milky Way galaxy that could possibly visit us just because now we have the idea that maybe these things are interdimensional? Like, are we going to just put that on the back
Oh
burner
no,
now? Or are we
man.
going straight to
Oh,
interdimensional stuff?
Oh
Or
no,
are
we've
we
got
going
James
to?
Webb. Yeah,
I
we've
know
got James
that's
Webb telescope coming out. We're going to be able to look at the closest planet like Earth. It's about what 4 light years away. The next one is
yeah.
about 20.
I mean, they
Suspected
were
to have
talking all that
water,
shit about seeing
mountains.
the Big Bang, so we'll see.
Yeah. We're going to be
We'll
able to see
see.
that really soon. But yeah, when it comes to what we like to call interdimensional, I guess there's no better name for that right now. But
Exactly.
there is some type of, I don't know, activity in that sense. And I really hate to isolate that down to just calling it one word, but um, it's definitely like that. It's definitely
Yeah.
like that. If a ship can disappear, if a bipedal person that doesn't even look human can disappear in front of a group of people, from all perspectives, what is that? Is that really cool technology? Is that a biological thing that, I mean, we can find in nature all the time, things that can just disappear or hide themselves all the time. So, there's a multiplicity of what these things can be. Interdimensional, cool. We can just, go with that word. But what is that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's something that's been going in my head lately. Um and and it really is one of those, like, when you get in like when you really pay attention and you get into this stuff, it's completely different than just having a fascination with the topic and you occasionally Google some shit,
Yeah.
right? A couple times a month. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's it's way different. And I think most people, excluding like experiencers that, like you, like you didn't believe in it, you're working on your car, boom, something hits you in the head with a light, and now, like,
Yeah.
you got
Well,
all
I
this
mean,
crazy shit happening,
now
right?
you
Like,
can
that's
now you
that's
can
completely
dance really
different.
well.
And now, like, Ben and I, on the other hand, right? It's just like it's just a topic that we've been fascinated with since we were kids, right? So for us, like, I think the initial, like, um um I guess goal of the whole thing is like, yeah, let's find these fucking smart things that live in space, right? But it could possibly
yeah.
just not be that at all. And it's weird that, like, now we're kind of transitioning to this whole, like, yeah, they're not smart things in space. They're like smart dimensional things that you can't just find, you know?
Well, I
And you're
mean,
like, oh,
think
what
about
is
it. it in the future it is going to be discovered. I know it to be, factual. I know it to be true. I'm not going to try to convince scientists because scientists need to present themselves with the evidence and really figure out from there. They can't have a predisposed idea. But these electromagnetic fields that are related to brain synapses, consciousness itself, is it an accident that these UFOs produce this type of energy, or is it done on purpose? Is this a
Mhm.
natural thing to interact with human beings in a natural order of the world? I mean, look, there's certain plants and flowers that produce this really sweet stuff for ants, and when the ants are done eating, it'll put out a pheromone to make wasps come and eat the ants, so the plant doesn't completely die. Self-preservation. There's a
Yeah.
network here. We always think that humans are just at the pinnacle of everything and there's nothing above us to help us or guide us or take us anywhere. What if we're wrong about that? And it seems like a lot of people are being affected in a certain way. Most say it's negative because it scares the hell out of you. But years later, you look at hindsight and almost everyone says, yeah, it scared me back then, but I'm okay now. It's something I've gotten used to. It takes time.
Yeah.
But what if it is a natural order of things and it just separates this tiny rock from all the other rocks out there?
Yeah, dude.
So
Yeah, I
it's
love that.
symbiotic circle. That's how this whole planet operates. So if you see something higher intelligent than you, like the ant looking at the Nike symbol on your shoe, he goes home and gets it tattooed or whatever he wants to do. Um, he saw that, and it really affected him. He's probably going to think beyond the ant hill and what's on the other side of the grass. But the coolest part is we don't really know yet if this is supposed to be here or just a natural order of things, or if we're
Right.
being integrated by something that made a decision to do it.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean,
It's not really
fought
up to us. I would assume, you know?
No, it's not. But listen, guys, I've got to jump off here. I've got to do my job.
No
and
worries,
I've got to be
man.
got to be on the phone with one of the top regressionists and psychologists in my area to see if she can document some cases, pulling the
Nice.
information out of their brain and documenting the psychological effects of the quintessential experiencer. And,
I love it.
and
man.
gladly, I
love
don't
it.
have to spell that. Yeah, I don't have to spell that.
Yes, man. Well, thanks for stopping
Yeah.
by tonight, man. It's always great to talk to you, dude.
Thanks,
Ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, Mr. Eric Mitchell, you've seen the
Yep.
trailer that we're working on, and
Well, I'm sorry.
it's
I'm sorry. I'm not smart enough tonight to really articulate myself, but I'll
You-
get some sleep and come back.
you're just fine, man. Anytime you're standing next to Ben and I, you're the smartest guy in the room, so it doesn't matter.
You guys take care, man. Thanks for
Hell
having me on
yeah.
the garage.
Take it easy, man.
All right, bud.
Say bye, Ben. Unmute your shit and say bye.
Bye,
See you,
guys.
dude.
Talk to you this week, man.
All right,
Later.
man.
How do
Talk
I
to you
hang
later,
up?
brother.
All
you,
right,
just,
bye.
you just throw your laptop in the
You just turn your phone off.
peace, dude.
Call Big Willie. He can do it for you. Oh, yeah. Always love talking to that guy, man.
Oh my gosh, dude. Eric, like the amount of knowledge that guy has in like 30 seconds, like if he was able to tell us everything that's going through his head, like, you know, like a download,
Dude,
like our brains would explode.
it would explode.
Like, I don't know how long you talked to him the other couple days ago, but
I was on the way to pick up the kiddo, so it wasn't for too long, but we definitely it only takes a couple seconds for Eric to get really deep on you, you know?
I know. Usually, yeah. I mean, we had like an hour convo, and I feel like I discovered more about how I was feeling, and I hate to like turn this on myself, but like, shit.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Just
No.
before we go too far,
Yes.
does Tony have a link?
Yes, he's in the back. He's in the background right now.
Okay, just making sure. I want to make
Just get-
sure we didn't leave that dude out
Get,
again.
get ready, dude.
Okay. Yes.
You remember when Willie joined it? I was like, "Hey, pop that top off. Pop that top off."
Oh my god.
So just, I mean, like,
I'm so ready for this.
so Mr. Crowley, he's gonna join. He was like, "Ben, Joe, I have something that I need to show you," and this it's not him with his shirt off, but he is shirtless.
I don't even know what that means.
But he's gonna be showing us something. I'm not sure. What's up to Mr. Crowley?
Yes.
Popping that top off too.
You told me I had to be shirtless.
I said, dude, you could come on,
You
but
told
only
me.
if you only.
Look, I brought my UFO Garage dick pillow.
What the fuck?
Oh,
That is
no.
amazing.
I
Oh my
bought it.
god! It's
The
a
UFO
stubby.
Garage dick pillow. Look.
It is. That's
It's
a
a
chody little motherfucker. I love it.
It's a little chode, baby,
It's a little
chode guy. Okay.
God damn it.
So
Ugh.
those of you that are new to the show, our second episode,
Hold on.
we
Let
our
me
first
change.
our first spot. Okay, I'll take you out. That was awesome.
Hey,
Our-
we should take our shirts off when he
Actually,
comes
we
back.
should
Let's do
yeah.
it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
babe. When my wife sees our wives see that. So our second episode, we talked about our first sponsor that was called. We just made it up on the spot called Dick Pillows. It was like this funny like idea that we had called Dick Pillows.
Okay. Here's the sweater. And here's
Stitches.
Look,
Stitches,
yes.
stitches.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you guys got your shirts off. Holy shit. Right.
We're doing a shirtless episode now. It's official. We're doing a shirtless episode.
So he's like,
I love you guys.
Oh my
this just gets hold on. We don't want to see how the sausage is made. We'll bring you back in when you're in your uniform.
Oh god.
Bigfoot says I like Joe's sweater.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking Burt Reynolds was my hero growing up, dude. Yeah, I like it. Shirtless episode. A UFO. We're the first people in the UFO community to do a shirtless episode, all topless, 100%. We're out here. We're changing the game and we're pushing boundaries. Just remember that shit.
You
know what it
guys
is?
have made my negative 2021 everything.
That's so good, dude. That's so good.
Bentos, I think.
Hey, Mr. Crowley, dude, I freaking love you, man. You've been through the ringer, and this is the least we could do is just do our shirts and skins.
Yeah, dude.
For you this year, you've done so much for us. So
now we need to talk about some serious shit.
Yeah, no, like let's get serious, like for real though. Like if anybody new pops in, like let's not acknowledge that we're shirtless and just talk like very serious.
I think Silver Surfer, or Silver something or other is I think made a comment earlier that it was their first time here. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's your first time.
I ruined 2022. I'm sorry.
We have 2 new people in the chat right now. I know for a fact.
Our viewers are dropping like flies, dude.
Welcome to the garage, everybody.
Oh, fuck.
Welcome to the garage. Hell yeah. Who has the hardest nipples? I think me, dude.
All right, let's answer one question and then let's pop our tops back on. Okay, this is the last
Silver
day.
Manifester. There he is. Yeah, as a newbie. What's up, buddy or lady? Or
Spooky. Don't act like you're not impressed.
he is. He knows he is.
He knows he is.
Impressed.
All right, one question, and then we're gonna pop our tops back on. Mr. Crowley, you go first, dude. What is your shining moment in the ufology community, or what information have you learned in this past year that has kind of changed your perspective, like really made you think and changed the way you thought about stuff?
It would have to be that the government is actually taking it seriously, okay? Regardless of whether we're not going to get, any kind of disclosure or anything else. The fact is, it's actually being taken serious. It's in the mainstream. Everybody knows. Everybody can see it. We're not goofballs anymore. We're not crazy people. It actually is something to be taken seriously.
Boom. Joe.
I agree, dude.
Great answer. Joe, what's your moment that like really changed your perspective on the ufology in general? Like not the community, I don't know, anything.
Well, you guys know how I am, right? So I wouldn't say my perspective is altered immensely just because we just don't know, dude. We just don't know.
Yeah.
But I think I kind of have to piggyback off of Mr. Crowley for a little bit, and in a small sense of like, I enjoy the fact that it's just been acknowledged.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it's acknowledged has been really nice. All the other stuff surrounding the fact that like it's been acknowledged, I'm just so like unsure and shaky about. Like I'm just kind of waiting it out. We got another 30 years before we know the truth, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm excited. I'm excited for the community. I'm excited for the people involved. I'm excited for experiencers. Kinda, maybe. I'm not too sure how those guys are going to play out with the acceptance of all this stuff, right? Because they're still in a gray area of like, okay, now what? Are they going to set up like Chinese camps like after World War II, like and put these experiencers in there because they have superpowers, or are they gonna? What's the legal repercussions of experiencers now? Like if they encounter an experience,
are there reparations? What's
going to happen? Like, is there going to be like a public apology? Like, sorry, you guys aren't crazy,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, overall, just the whole idea of everything. I'm excited that it's kind of accepted right now. When you talk about it and somebody giggles, you can tell them shut the fuck up, and you can show them a Pentagon report, right? So
Yes.
that's pretty sweet, and I appreciate that, right? Because even though the Pentagon report doesn't really say anything, or any of the reports don't really say anything, you can now pull it up on your phone with a quick 20-second Google, 30-second, 45-second for me, maybe Google search, and show somebody who's laughing at you. So that's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Ben,
as much of a joke as we guys are, and as much as fun as
What are you talking about? I'm fucking serious. I'm serious as shit, dude.
we're so serious right now.
The thing is, it's serious. You know what I mean? It's a
is.
real thing. As much as we want to take our shirts off and have fun and goof around with everybody, it's a serious concept.
It's the most serious one.
It's literally like the biggest story of
the
human
biggest
history.
one.
Also,
Exactly.
we're taking topless photos. Just DM us.
Somebody says something. Okay, all right, let me say mine. Let's pop our tops back off because I don't know. I'm getting like 15 emails from YouTube saying we can't do this.
Yes, we can.
They said your nipples are too small. Joe's and Mr. Crowley's chest is way too hairy.
Y'all are too manly.
Yeah.
What? My nipples are too small. You haven't seen my penis yet.
I like this guy. That's the exact kind of joke I would have made.
That's for our OnlyFans. All right, my perspective changing for 2021 is that it okay. We'll take Mr.
I'm
Crowley.
sorry.
Yeah.
I just had to. I just like the way he like took his shit off as soon as
I
he
know.
started talking and walked away.
I love it. I love it. This isn't important. My 2021 perspective change is that it's the nuts and bolts versus spirituality aspect, and like that has been such a Jedi dark versus light, positive negative yin and yang conflict in my mind for so long. And this year I finally realized that it doesn't have to be one or the other. It's a balance. That's what changed for me, perspective wise.
Yeah.
With this subject, but it also, like, dude, again, like this subject touches everything, dude, like from politics to spirituality to who you want to be. Man, it just touches everything. And with that, I'll take us out. Let's pop our tops back on, dude, because nobody wants. And the tops are back on, popped. The tops are back, popped.
What happened?
No, took it, Joe.
What happened? You guys disappeared.
Joe missed the memo.
I missed it. Oh, I got it right here. I'll put it right here.
Flash
I was
forward.
wearing my George Clinton shirt right now.
Back on. Joe.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot you said it.
Flash forward. Thank you for that super chat earlier. Appreciate that, man. Oh my god. Spooky said the hairy garage. I think that's more appropriate at this point.
I got my George Clinton t-shirt on tonight.
Wait, Spooky is Hispanic. I know he's got some hair going on. So.
Yeah, Spooky
yeah.
Morales.
Yes.
Morales.
Well, that depends.
Morales.
That depends on if he got the Spaniard Mexican genes or he got the Indian Mexican genes. Because the fucking
Aztec.
The Indians are like they're sorry. The indigenous peoples. Did he get the indigenous peoples genes or did he get the Spaniard genes? Because the Spaniard genes are like a little more hairy for some reason, and the indigenous people are smooth like babies.
No, he's on my Facebook. He's got the hairsies going on.
Oh yeah, he's got the Spaniard.
Yeah.
The Silver Manifester says, and I found this out just a second ago. She was blushing and she likes hairy chests. So there you go. There you go. Uh-huh. Yep.
I'm
sorry, guys. I just had to do that,
dude. Yeah. So
I
Joe,
appreciate it.
For real.
First of all,
Joe can't see the backstage.
Look,
Can you not see the
can't
backstage? Right.
can't you?
So I'm
Look.
sitting here watching Mr. Crowley like I sent you a couple screenshots. I'm laughing my ass off. Like, oh, that was so funny. Yeah. Anyway,
Flash forward. Thanks for the super chat, dude. Thank you very much, man.
Yes.
We appreciate it, dude. We
Thank
got to
you,
take our
brother.
tops off more often, man.
Thank you, brother. Well, it all started with the joke. It started with the joke of like us trying to make our t-shirts sound more, desirable. And we were like, yeah, makes your nipples feel good. And then that rolled into like, oh, also you get to show your nipples with these t-shirts. And so, which is not true. That's not how t-shirts work. So last week, I think, yeah, Tony, you were there, dude. Like,
I'm dying. Yeah.
you saw, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, look, Spooky says, soy un peludo, güey.
Peludo,
It's
güey.
hairy.
Hey, how do you spell way? Is it G?
Bro, it's spelled so many different ways. I don't know the accurate way of spelling it. I think it's got the G in it, I think.
I said GUEY. Way,
That's
like,
gooey, dude.
Oh.
What part of
you're right.
Texas you from, Silver Manifester? Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to say that over chat, but
No, you have to.
we just like
No,
we just
no.
like knowing the regional Texas people that hang out. It's weird because like we don't know. Well, we know one person that's from Austin, and he's got a badass CD. and he came and saw us, man. But
No, I totally connected with Spooky. He's like my spirit animal. Love
hell
him,
yeah,
dude.
Spooky's
Love
a
the
cool dude.
Love him, man.
Yes. Bro, they were cracking me up when they did the review of
the watch party.
He was on Paranormal Podcast reviewing he was doing a watch party of our show. I think it was the one. Yeah, it was the one where I'm riding the bike selling tacos and ice cream sis.
Yeah.
That shit had me cracking up. Had me cracking up, man.
Usually, like the next day, I'm like covered in anxiety about like what stupid shit I've said, but like just waking up to Chad, his message, Chad Smith, he was like, "Hey, just letting you know we did this morning on Paranormal Chop Shop," and I was like, "What?" So it was them watching our dude. It was so fun.
It was funny because
it's funnier watching them laughing because what are we supposed to do? Like laugh at ourselves?
We don't even realize it, man. We're literally having the exact same conversations we have every time that we meet each other. So like we're immune and like numb to like shit that other people would think is funny, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Well, different conversation. I'll be on live on Black Lotus podcast.
What is it? What podcast?
Black Lotus.
Black Lotus podcast
on Sunday.
And
I'm going to mention you guys.
Do it.
Yeah, party hard.
They're going to be like, oh, we're going to check that out. I always love it when people tell me, oh, I'm going to check that out. And then the next time I see them, like, you check it out?
Did you?
I blasted you guys out on Into the Fray, and they were like, what's ITF? I farted. It's like one of the only top podcasts ever.
Wait, what did you reference?
Guys.
Us, whenever he was like, just got back from ITF, and we were like, what does that stand for? I totally farted.
That's right. That's you said.
Oh, dude, that's so funny, man. Because like, I know Into the Fray. It's definitely not the first thing that pops into my head, though. Like,
no, I farted was.
That's what goes to my head first. And until you just said Into the Fray, I still didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, you still think.
Same.
Dry Toast. Thanks for the super chat, man. We appreciate it, dude. Dry Toast. Sister,
Dry Toast. Thank you.
This evening?
No, that was actually an amazing end.
In my quarters for some toast.
That was actually an amazing end to your podcast tonight, was having him on. It went from like totally goofy and have fun to pretty serious and informative, which is pretty amazing.
It's great, man. Eric is
absolutely
such an interesting dude God damn, such an interesting. And the thing is, man, is like we've known Eric for a couple of years. We're working on this documentary. We've talked to him for hours and hours, and God damn it, we still don't know the whole story. I know that there's just so much there, dude.
15 terabytes worth of footage and audio recordings, and that doesn't include all the phone conversations and Zoom meetings, and like,
we're not even scratching the surface on the story, man. Like, there's so much.
What's a terabyte?
Roses
That's how much.
Says I work at Area 51. By the way, that's badass.
Oh, well, okay. Would you like a link?
Hey, would you like one?
Wait a second. Before we send you a link, are you gonna say anything?
Are you allowed to?
I've worked at Area 51 too. What do you know?
All right.
What do you know?
What do you know?
All right.
What are you doing?
Well, Mr. Crowley says he can't tell us anything, so I guess we'll
I
skip
didn't
the
tell
link.
you that at all.
Well, why don't you prove it?
Prove it. We're gonna need you to prove it then. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool airplanes. That's what people always say.
Silence.
I want to know about Area 50.
You guys gotta stop with the overhyped, this is alien stuff, and with that, you gotta stop, because it's not where you think it is. It's not what you think it is. You know what I mean? And everybody's leading you on this path to, like, hey, guess what? It's over here. It's not over there.
It's in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
No, I was in San Antonio, which sucked. So,
dude, does it suck down there? My brother was in basic training down there, and he was like, ugh.
Well, the canals were nice.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it kind of sucks.
I could tell Mr. Crowley were like pushing you into a corner, and
let's do it.
We're like, just tell us some shit.
So when you were out at Area 51, did they fly you in the jet?
Yeah,
and drop you off
in the Jennies, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't I mean there's okay,
in the Jennifers.
Obviously the plane is probably quicker, right? But I mean there's a road that goes right to the gate. I mean, why don't they just bus people in at this point?
Because you gotta drive past how many towns and how many situations and whatever else. It would take like hours to get there.
So then yes, just the plane is just
you
faster,
have to understand,
right? That's the thing.
Well, you have to understand it would take literally 2 hours to get from the main road to the base itself. So why not just take a Jenny?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
but why are the windows blacked out?
Yes.
Why are they blacked out now? I mean, I guess like earlier on it made sense, but like I'm like now, like does it though? Like, does it make sense? I don't understand that there's a lot of like secretive stuff there, and if you're flying in over the base, you know.
Well, I'm speaking for 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Is need to know. I've told you guys that 1,000 times.
I know.
Need to know. Until you have that need to know, you don't need to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plain and simple.
So you're cool with talking about the Jenny flights, like as far as like leading up to that.
Las Vegas Airport. Yeah.
Okay, so Las Vegas Airport.
Las Vegas.
South Las Vegas. Thank you. You weren't injected with any kind of like sleepy serum or anything, were you?
Absolutely not.
So that's your everyday commute. You show up at the South Las Vegas Airport, you get on the Jenny flight, and do you talk to anybody else, or is it just
it wasn't an everyday thing. I spent 3 days, maybe 4 days out there for a specific situation.
Yeah.
And you don't ask, you just go do. That's your job. What do you do every day? You do your job, period.
So Bob Lazar in his story says that everything is very compartmentalized, which dovetails very nicely with everything you have told us. Is that, look, I don't know anything that I don't know. Like, this is all that I know.
It is what it is. I mean, it's compartmentalized. I mean, if you don't have a need to know, you don't know.
So,
Well, like, what if the guys that are above you like aren't as smart as you? Like, how are they gonna put it together? Like, isn't that an issue?
yeah.
Everybody does their job.
Yeah.
Your job is to take care of your office, your job AFSC. You know, that's your job to take care of that.
It seems
You
like
don't-
that's a
you
great
don't
idea
question.
for like and I get it. Like it seems like that's a great idea for like bees and ants and shit, right? But like we're creating the internet. We're making nuclear bombs. We're like traveling to space. Like we gotta like know shit. Like and if the people above you aren't as smart as you, like it's just such a puzzling thing to me that like okay, these guys have to be fucking geniuses because after y'all finish whatever y'all finish, they have to be able to understand what that is to put the puzzle pieces together, right?
You
I
have-
mean, wouldn't that just make sense?
Do you have space?
Do I have space?
Yeah.
Like
Outer
I mean,
space?
outer
Do you have-
space?
Do you have the internet?
Yeah, totally.
Do you have space travel? Do you have all these things? You have what you need to know.
Ooh.
I mean,
So are you saying that?
I'm just a curious guy, though. So
So are you saying that as a whole, the leaving your post at Area 51 for the short amount of time that you were there, what you walked away from is that what we need to know as a public society is that we don't need to know space travel like light speed.
We had an aircraft down. We had a situation to where the pilot had a fixation that created an incident. Okay, which directly affected our targeting and navigational systems. Okay, so basically, our need to know was we needed to know what happened to make him crash into a 45-degree angle into a mountain. Okay, period. That was our need to know.
Mhm.
Was there UFO involved? We don't know. Was there anything else involved? We don't know. What we needed to know was what went wrong with our system
Right.
to create the incident. And that's what we were privy to. We went to Area 51. We weren't shown anything. You know, we weren't told anything. Yeah. Well, actually, maybe a little bit. But
don't you do that to us. Oops.
But
you just said
we need to know. Finn and I need to know.
Oops.
Well, it's that one thing, you know, it's like where people say, well, you know, maybe, but no, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Lou Elizondo in us right now, dude?
I wish. God, I wish. But the thing is we went there for a purpose. And that was our purpose. And I tried to explain to you guys the need to know.
Yeah.
Our need to know was what we needed to know for the specific, situation at Area 51. Didn't involve UFOs, didn't involve this, didn't involve that. And that's the compartmentalization that I tried to explain to you guys. Louis Elizondo and everybody else is trying to explain stuff to everybody. You know, your knowledge is limited, and that's it. I mean, period. You know, it's a need to know.
So with the job that you were assigned to was you're a tech guy, right? Like working with
I was a sensor
technician, right? So they're like, hey, we spent $1 billion on this badass plane. Why did it go down the way it did? And that's all you were tasked to figure out.
That's it.
But you weren't looking at a crash site, you were looking at the data.
You're looking at both because you have to recover, like we recovered pieces of thumb from.
Did you say fub?
Thumb.
Oh, thumb.
Like
thumb.
Yeah, it's you have to recover everything from the crash site, to gain the data.
Jesus, who puts that in their pocket to take home? Like
I did. It's in my back pocket. It comes up. No,
I do.
Guys, I got a thumb over here.
But the simple fact is we were in charge of the black box, which basically says why did this happen, what happened in the interim, and that was our charge. Nobody else could go retrieve that. That was our charge. It was on our shop. We were facing a court martial. on system failure, what we did wrong, what could have happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the whole area 51 thing is out. It means nothing, because our need to know and what we had to concentrate on had nothing to do with Area 51.
Yeah. Eddie Haskell wants to know, was there a thing to read your palm print when you got there?
No.
No,
we had Marlock keys. That was about it.
So I think, was it last week? Because I know you had said this last week. It's like, it's all need to know, right? But like, if we're in a situation like we kind of are in now, like how useful is it to like beat around the bush? Like, are we just asking the wrong question? Like, instead of saying like, are there aliens? Should we be asking like, is there something else out there? Like, are we asking the wrong question?
We skipped it. We need to skip that and say, how does the ET craft get to?
Well, yeah, but that gets to like the need to know shit, right? We're talking about current day, Pentagon's releasing this stuff. Like, there's stuff in the sky, and that's about all we get, right?
No,
we're studying, we're researching, we're doing this, and it's like, okay, so that's what it is. If it's ours, you're not gonna fucking tell us. If it's not ours, you're kind of telling us, but like, how long are we just gonna beat around the bush? Like how long does that take? Especially since we know that they've been looking at this since at least the 40s. I mean, that's
you're not gonna know.
We're just not, right?
Why?
So
I mean, I hate,
why?
Like there was a couple of people in the chat tell me, you're poo-pooing or what have you. You're not gonna know.
Yeah.
I mean, because if we have information that trumps or surpasses another nation's information, we're not going to admit that. You know what I mean? Because we need that technological superiority.
Yeah.
To the other nations. We have to, maintain the secrecy, for these situations. I'm not saying we have shit. I don't know. I really don't. But I'm saying
wink.
if we did, you can't just spill the beans to somebody else.
Yeah.
We have this. We got this on you. I mean, it's a shitty situation. It really is.
Like, so if, okay, just a what if scenario, right? If there is we'll take it to extra dimensional, right? Not my favorite thing, which is just something that's smarter than us in the Milky Way galaxy, right?
I'm in on that. So
we'll go to extra dimensional, right? Like, even if that was the case and we figured out, these things are extra dimensional, like, how close do you think we are to like even like figuring that out technology wise? I don't think we're even close. And the same thing for like the Russians and the Chinese and like everybody else. Like if the world, it cannot figure this out. So like, what are we hiding at that point if nobody even can grasp the concept or understand like what that is yet? And it won't be thousands of years probably until we can kind of maybe grasp the concept of these things like actually traveling dimensionally. Like, what are we?
This is just my supposition, and just my opinion. Okay. Now, if you take a Native American from back in the 1700s and you take him to China or Japan and you ask him to communicate and understand the cultural differences and, all the different things that encapsulate, the difference between the two cultures, what are they going to understand? Okay. Yeah. Now you take us 5,000 years from now and you tell us to communicate to ourselves 5,000 years from now. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because our technology, everything we have done, like if you go back to the 1800s and you take our technology today, take a cell phone back to the 1800s and tell them, disassemble this, take it apart, and understand the technology. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
You know,
definitely not. Definitely
and it's
not.
kind of the same thing with alien intelligence. You know, you want us to take, you know, alien intelligence from 10,000 years ago that are 10,000 years beyond us, you know, that have traveled here or what have you.
Right.
And you want to tell us you guys need to figure out how to speak.
Yeah.
You're not
And
going to figure out. It's not possible.
And that's kind of like one of the whole, like, yeah, if you I can't remember what interview it was. It might have been that Bob Lazar interview where he was like, yeah, you take a motorcycle and you drop it off in the 1800s, right? And you tell them, here you go, this is a motorcycle, this is how it works. When they're like, okay, cool. They might be able to turn it on and drive it for a little bit.
Right.
But then once they run out of gas, like, shit, now we have to figure out how to make gas. Like, what is this? Like, how do we even,
Now take a Tesla from the day back
Right.
to the 1800s, and they have to control anything via, you know, touch panel.
Yeah.
And they have to understand what each thing means on this panel to control the vehicle. Not going to happen.
Oh, you mean like the interface? Oh my gosh, I love
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Can I ask a question before we, dude? That is like mind blowing. Can I ask? Do you guys think it's easier or more difficult to
Hard.
to understand the physics of a combustion generator versus like an electric DC battery? Because like, which one would you choose?
No, dude, because electricity, you can make it from a potato. They had
See,
potatoes back in the day.
I'm like the Baghdad battery. I mean, if you got like, dude, I feel like this electricity stuff, this whatever, has been around for a lot longer
Now,
than we
when
think.
you get
So-
into coding, that's a whole different animal,
Yes,
right?
for sure.
Electricity, maybe.
But
Coding,
that's a language that was created by the fucking matrix that we're all living in right now.
But then fossil fuels,
but the fossil fuels is like this wrench. Go ahead. Sorry.
money wise.
Yes, dude. Yes, it's a limited, well, quote unquote limited resource that like no one really knows how to refine oil.
Electricity's always been free.
Everybody knows how to make electricity from a potato, as you said, Joe, but no one knows how to take stuff out of the
and
ground.
all of our shit was electricity driven before it was gasoline driven.
Before it, yes. So, Crowley, when you mentioned if you took a
Thanks a
Tesla
lot,
back,
Rockefellers.
when you mentioned bring a Tesla car back in the in the early like the 20s, I was thinking actually no, they would understand that technology before the combustion engine, because that was the first. Like go back to the early, like the late 1800s in England, there were electric cars, dude. Like they had them already, like zooming around, awesome torque. I mean that's you know.
0 to
the
60
thing
in
is
3 seconds.
You have to understand it's microelectronics.
Right.
You know what I
Completely
mean?
different than what we're dealing with
And,
today, right?
Like if you gave Einstein a cell phone in his prime,
He wouldn't send a dick pic or anything though.
He would have shit his Christian self so fast, bro.
he might have sent himself a dick pic. I don't know, but that's the only person he would have had to send it to.
Yeah.
But the
It
simple
looks a
fact
lot
is,
bigger at this angle.
is he wouldn't have been able to understand. You know what I mean? And he wouldn't. The thing is, he wouldn't have the tools to tear that thing apart and understand it. He didn't have the tools.
The material science to
And that's kind of like the thing with the alien thing, and we have spaceships, we have this and that. We don't have the tools.
Hold on. I want to dig into that real quick. I know, Joe, it seemed like you were going to say something, but I don't know. Do you like the interface thing? I just want
you're
to
good.
real quick back to what you said, Crowley, is like the interface, like the touch screen technology. I thought that was super interesting. Because yes, we have the tools that you're talking about, the harnessing electric power, but in order to communicate with the devices that allow you to use it would be uncontrollable. Like,
You have to understand the symbols. It's kind of like
Yeah.
the ancient alien thing. You know, they like whenever you were talking about, or actually I was watching Ryan Sprague earlier, you know, on his
Love
thing,
Ryan Sprague.
and he was talking about, you know,
And he
where
loves us.
back
Hard.
back in the 1600s, you know what I mean, to where the Chinese found this ship, okay, and it was an alien ship and it came from the sky or what have you. Okay, they understand that as a ship, but if we took our touchscreen technology back to that time, they wouldn't be able to decipher the different items, if that makes sense.
Like the
Because
icons.
to us, that's a UFO, that's a spaceship. To them, that's a boat.
Right.
Right.
Well, that makes me think
that
of like
makes sense.
ancient hieroglyphics and pottery, where like these archaeologists would come upon these pottery, ancient pottery sites, and there's the earliest form of communication was like, hey, this is salt, this is fish, this is papyrus or whatever. Like there were stamps. There was, I mean, if there was an ancient linguistics in the chat, let us know. But these icons are what we're talking about with it's almost like we're coming full circle with our communication.
You translate things into what you understand, you know, and it's like, I'm not big on ancient aliens. I'm not big on that. But on the same token, you know, there are cave paintings with people with helmets on.
Yeah.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, dude.
Now, that
yeah.
helmet at that time, did you understand what that helmet was for? It made no sense to you. Okay. Now, that helmet could have been to breathe our oxygen. That helmet could have been for many other things. But the simple fact is, they drew that picture of that helmet.
Yep.
And they couldn't explain that helmet because they didn't have the words or the knowledge to do so. They didn't have the technology to understand what that was needed for.
Yeah. I mean, if we could break it down real quick just for a second in like a very dumb way, is like just nomenclature of saying, oh, that's sweet, dude. Hell yeah. If you were to take this transcript to any of our podcast episodes and like try to send it back to the 1500s, they'd be like, are they eating candy? Like, or what are they? They're talking about turds and elephant turds. Like that's a dude, right? Like, what are we talking about here?
Did they live in a fishbowl? I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is they don't have the nomenclature to properly express what they have seen. So they do the best to express what they have seen with the words that they have.
Yeah.
You know, just like I said, the Chinese thing, they said it was a boat with red-haired people.
Mm.
You know, red-haired, white-skinned people. You know, it was a boat because they don't have the words to express.
Dude, it was the Nazis, dude. It was the Irish Republic.
Oh, so
that was aligned with the Nazis, and they went back into time and fucked with people, just like Betty and Barney Hill. And Barney was like, "Yeah, I saw these red-headed dudes come out of the ship with German shepherds. Like they probably saw the same shit, dude."
Did you know that?
Maybe shit. Yeah, of course I did.
So but about like the Betty and Barney Hill, it wasn't in their regression. There was, for people who don't know, it wasn't just gray aliens they saw. It was humans with
red hair,
Germanic language,
in military uniforms, and German shepherds.
What, dude?
What?
They were like, "Hey, yo, let's go see what's up with the Chinese, man."
But what I'm saying is, back then, you know, back in these times, do you have the capacity to properly express what you've seen or what it is?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Dude, hey, while we're talking about like ancient,
hey, I want to get Lewis's question.
Yeah, Lewis's question is, what is Mr. Crowley's knowledge on the Antarctica bases? Do you know anything? Or do you have an opinion?
Well, I mean, I've heard the stories of the admiral flying over, seeing, a green area in between.
Admiral Byrd. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen all that, but the simple fact is with our technology and with our radar and with our Google mapping and everything else, it comes down to one or two, situations. Either it's possible and it's covered up, or it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, some
Actually,
say
I do believe that an interworld thing could be possible. I mean, it's not out of the realm of science.
Well, when an admiral creates a log, right? I mean, that's got to be saved somewhere,
he's the best of the best.
right?
So you have to ask yourself, okay, why would this be hidden? Why would
Because
this
it was
not be
true.
common knowledge? Well, why would it not be common knowledge? I mean, what does the government, what does the world powers have to benefit by hiding the information?
So for those that are just tuning in,
Technology
who
and
have
money and power,
who have no idea about this theory that there's an inner world, can somebody explain for somebody who's like totally new to this, like why this question is important? This
are you asking us to explain that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Just
because the Admiral Byrd, who was an admiral of the Navy, took his own plane and flew that shit and wrote logs because that's what you're supposed to do. And
So why is that? Why is it beneficial to hide that? Why would it be beneficial to hide that? Like, who would that?
It would only benefit
Who?
the military-industrial complex.
Why?
Because they would have technology, or they would have. So okay, there's a couple different things, right? They would know, okay, this is important because now we know the location. This is also important because he was beamed in and didn't have to fly his own ship. And then it's also important because 1, location, 2, technology, 3, beings that he met, and 4, that he was able to come home afterwards and report it. Right. So that right off the bat is 4 important things. And then you get the other one, which is that the entire Navy had to turn tail and haul ass back home, and they decided that it wasn't even worth it. So what is the technology that sent one of the most powerful countries turning tail back home?
So now you just had a dual purpose. Okay, why would they let him acknowledge and see this technology and say, go ahead, go back home, but then hide the technology away from everybody? If they wanted everybody to know about it, they would have let him go and said, go tell everybody. But if they wanted to keep it secret, they would have never let him go.
Who's they?
Whoever has the technology.
So
sons of bitches in the airships of the 1800s, the Sonoma Aero Group,
drinking wine and laughing and partying in that airship
okay, now Aurora? if you wanted it to get out, why not just put it out there?
Because you want to make money. There's people to gain money because look, like this technology, I think that what we're all dancing around here with our shirts off, is that this technology is not only a gift, it could be a gift, but it could also be the destruction of our race, because it is whatever it is. This is what I'm currently, whatever it is, it's beautiful. It could change the world for the better, but also it could end civilization as we know it. And that's why it's been so secret for so long, because
but allowing Admiral Byrd to come out and tell everybody what he found is not secret.
That's just an effect of where this story leads. Like whoever,
it's to confuse people. Why
would you want to confuse people?
Well, because you want to give people hope, but you also don't want them to fucking go figure it out for themselves. You know, you want to give them the idea that like, oh, we should keep going with our lives and being smart and trying to invent shit. You know what? I don't know if that Admiral Byrd story is true, but I sure would like to come up with something like that one day. It almost seems inspirational for future generations. You know,
basically
that they would
keeping the awe.
Yeah, keeping the awe. So basically, you would say like, you would let Admiral Byrd speak, and then you'd come out a year later and be like, this shit's ridiculous. Look, we had this thing called a Robertson panel, and we decided it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
you know? And then something else would happen, right? And then Roswell, 47, right? Admiral Byrd happened before 47.
Who?
Well, it was in 47, but it was before Roswell, right? And
Admiral
then you had
Admiral Byrd. His flyover was in 1929.
Yes,
way before.
Yeah,
way
before, dude. Yeah,
wait, no.
He was
looking at it
partying
right now.
hard.
I'm looking at the
shit.
Yeah,
He was partying hard.
We'll have to
it was
redo.
partying hard.
We're gonna have to redo episode 80. Episode 8.
Right. I think it was.
I
one of
think
those
we
early
said
ones.
47, and that's where that number popped out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking at
Okay.
it. Nevertheless, this is from history.com. I mean, I don't know. Nevertheless, Byrd's place in polar exploration is firmly set in 1929. He established a U.S. base in Antarctica and late in the same year, accompanied by aviator Burnt Berman, and there's a bunch of other stuff.
I'm having like this crazy like mind fuck right now. Hold on one second. So then where do the Nazis come in?
Okay, let's double check that.
That was just
All right.
historical flamboyance.
Tony, fill the dead air while we
flamboyance.
do it.
Okay, so then this is even bigger then, right? This is even bigger than we thought, because then where did those guys get that technology from, right? Admiral Byrd said, hey, there was these fucking things that chased us out, and I saw an inner world, and the United States was like, you're a fucking idiot, and the Nazis were like, we're going to Antarctica right now. Let's go. Let's get that technology. And then they came back, and then they were like, we just can't produce shit fast enough. They killed us. And then we were like, no, we're going to go over there. We're going to get all your scientists, and we're going to grab some from Russia too. And we're going to bring you back here. And then we're just going to be Nazis instead. That's what happened. I figured it out.
Bed,
We're just going to be Nazis.
Right him in bed.
It's crazy because like one is 1929. It gives that date, and then one is a quick Google. Hey, you should know this. It says in the winter of 1947, Admiral Robert E. Byrd allegedly flew a secret mission across the frozen waters of the Antarctic. So
he flew more than one mission. So the original one was in the fucking 1780s, and the other one was in 1947, dude.
The 1780s, dude.
That's what it was.
God, we have to know this.
Somebody said the Nazis came in 1927, and I was stuck on that.
Who said that? Jake, you're fucking with us, aren't you? God damn it.
God damn, that had to be a big t-shirt.
I mean, what? It was like 30 years later, though. I mean, I'm sure somebody was already thinking, I'm going to be a fucking Nazi in 30 years, right? Somebody had to have been thinking about it.
But it had to be a cotton t-shirt. So.
A cotton t-shirt specifically.
But he did.
Very uncomfortable.
He flew multiple missions down there, correct? Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Sure.
You're not. I think that's why I think that's what I'm running into right now.
One was like a recon mission, and then the other was like a secret mission.
But
right?
He didn't have a camera. There's no pictures. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Back in they didn't have cameras back then. Of course they did. There has to be like some kind of, evidence of what you've seen or what you've got documented besides just, writing in a journal.
Yeah.
And that's my thing is you had cameras back in the 20s. You could have taken pictures. There could have been something even as grainy and terrible as it would have been at the time. Why didn't you document it?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he did. But like, I mean, what better to release or make public than just some letters, right? A journal.
A journal with no backup.
With no backup. Exactly. And that's kind of how you perpetuate the whole like, these people are crazy.
Hey, check out these pictures.
Right?
This is what I've seen. Here's these pictures I took from my plane.
Yeah. They would hide that. They would hide. They might let the journal come out, right?
Why?
Because that's the whole like piquing your interest without proof, right? Because as humans, we want to see pictures. We want to see what it looks like. At that time, we had transitioned from like storytelling to the 20s to where all of a sudden you could take pictures of shit, right?
Let me smell
so that probably, I don't know, back in that day may not have been that big of a deal, right? Because what is it, 27? Is that what you said? 20 what?
20. Ben's ready to murder you. So
they were probably like, I don't need to see a picture. I never seen a picture before.
So this is that's not it. Oh
that's not it at all.
That
was your social security card.
Ha 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 ha.
That's his green card.
Yeah.
So we're all right. I feel
it's
like
the same thing. It's the same thing like with Roswell, right? I mean, you got a couple people who said some stuff, right? But they're not going to show you the real pictures that they took because they took a fuckload of pictures at Roswell. They did in color. They took some pictures. But they're not going to show us that. They're just going to let like 2 or 3 people who are involved say some stuff, right?
Well,
and then while they're 98 and then they die a week later.
I grew up outside of Kecksburg, like literally walking distance. Okay?
Yeah.
And everybody said it seemed like a satellite or some kind of piece of equipment, So, but everybody else wants to turn it into this big conspiracy. But everybody I knew that I grew up with said it just seemed like a piece of equipment.
Well, I mean, it might be a piece of equipment that the Nazis made, right?
Wait,
is this what you're talking about?
Is that no? I think that's this.
I think that's a UFO Garage dick pillow.
It is
a UFO Garage dick pillow flew over Kecksburg, and that's what it was. We solved it. It wasn't a UFO.
It was a dick pillow.
It was a dick pillow that flew over Kecksburg.
Okay.
Yes, but I mean, is an extraterrestrial craft not hardware? I mean, is it?
But you sit there and you think about the, how they explained what it looked like, how it was shaped, and everything else. And at that time, I mean, there was very minimal UFO, complicated, or like, how do I want to say? Very little, like UFOs that were described looking like that. They were described as being disc with a dome on top.
Right.
Okay. They weren't described as acorns.
And this clearly looks like an acorn. It does, though. It does. But
I'll be right back.
I get what you're saying. Do I call you by your actual name or just Mr. Crowley? Because
call me Tony. That's fine.
God damn it, Tonald.
God damn it, Tonald.
So like, here, I love what you said because what you're getting at is at this time period, what shape came to mind with an object in the sky that was driven with a sentient being, and
nothing looked like this.
Exactly. Yeah. See, well, we actually we're working on some special shit for our podcast right now. And we just did the Kenneth Arnold incident. We wanted to start back at the very beginning and do some really awesome, like, like an audio experience. Big Willie is a part of it. His smooth, silky voice. So y'all get ready for that. It's gonna be fun. But
I'm trying to catch up with him.
so the Kenneth Arnold incident, the term flying saucer was actually a misunderstanding of the general public of his quote, which was he was describing the crafts that they moved in a way that skipped. They were skipping around like as if you threw a saucer over water. He wasn't describing the shape of the craft.
Yeah,
right?
but that looks absolutely nothing like any other UFO report before that or after that. It looks absolutely nothing. That looks like an acorn, plain and simple.
So
It looks entirely different.
Are we to believe that this is an actual photo of the Kecksburg incident? Like that looks a lot like the De Glocken, dude.
I grew up out there. Nobody has a picture that I know.
See, this
It does
one
look
looks
like the De Glocken.
This one
Yeah.
looks tiny, tiny moo, and this one's like, hey guys, we're fucking white guys with I have a mustache and a
We
hat.
can't see it.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
We can't see it. I thought I was the only one.
Thank you, thanks, Joe. I'm fucking like
Georgia
this-
Jungle only here to help.
They do.
What UFO have you ever seen throughout history? It looks like that.
The one that Jocelyn showed us with the 3 balls underneath of it, and I always forget the name of it.
Dude, that's a dick, bro.
It is a dick.
That's a dick, man. Whoever got that circumcision, that's Hebrew, right? That's Hebrew.
That's look right there. See?
It's hilarious,
Look.
dude.
But no, sorry.
right
but
That's
there.
like,
something that we
also-
would do. We're like, you know what? If we were like an advanced race, we're like, let's throw like dicks at
dicks,
people.
like, make it funny. But like, this is so. Is this an actual photo? That's what I was asking. Like, are we?
I
believing-
honestly think it was some kind of observation satellite or what have you. I mean, as much nostalgia as I grew up with by it, I just honestly
but-
think
I don't think I've ever seen a satellite shape like that either, though. You know, like they're always so like. I mean,
I don't know.
there's like
That's
the
what we're
round
talking.
ones, you know, but
I
like
mean-
they're always so like edgy and 90-degree angle-ish.
maybe it's the walnut that the dinosaur from what was the movie? Right?
You're talking about Land Before Time?
Yeah.
With the tree
Maybe-
stars?
Maybe he threw it at somebody.
Who mentioned that earlier tonight in the chat? They
I
were
don't
like,
remember.
they were like showing the photo, like what alien is from what movie, and
I'll
so
be
I was
right
like,
back.
"Oh, that's Land Before Time."
Yeah, it looks like the De Glocken.
Oh my god, sorry. Oh,
Is
I'm
that what
so
that is,
sorry. I
right?
just freaking burped right in your freaking face.
Oh, dude, you better apologize, you perp.
So it was like a sexual burp too. It's like a lot of like passion in it. Look at this though, dude. The Glocken, and then go back to this. All right, that looks like a dick, dude. I can't get away from that. It does. But like, are we to believe that that's an actual photo? Like, just being serious for a second. Like, is that an actual photo?
I mean,
Columbus Messenger.
I have to
Exploring
see a
UFO
bigger
from-
photo of it.
Well, I mean,
That's what's up, fool.
yeah, what's up, fool? Yeah. I don't know, man.
mean-
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Hey. Sorry, it's so difficult. We fart hard here. We fart hard. Yeah, it's hard to know, man. I forget where this even started. We were talking about Antarctica. Also, guys, if you want to support the podcast, if you like our shows and you want to support us and our future endeavors, which involve we got some stuff in the works that we want to donate to some really awesome causes in the future. Not ready to talk about that yet, but Fart Hard is a t-shirt
Yeah.
that you could buy, and a percentage of that is we're gonna talk about it soon.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it
Next week.
Next
We'll talk
week.
about it next week.
Next week we got some shit to do. Fart Hard got the logo on the back. Boom.
Hell yeah.
all I'm saying is remember to fart hard. Don't if you live with your significant other and you guys are on like a great terms and you're like, oh my gosh, I can see that we can maybe one day marry each other or live full time, or maybe you're already married. Don't be afraid to fart hard in front of those that you love, because when you do fart hard, that's when true love begins. I know from experience. That's when true love begins. Mr. Crowley, what are your thoughts on farting hard in front of your loved ones?
Well, it depends on what you ate. Because I mean, if you want to get some later on,
that's very true.
Yeah, well, you have to. If you're not planning on anything for the night, fart hard.
Dude, if I fart in front of my wife and it's a 10-minute window. Like, I just got to give her 10 minutes and she'll forget about it. That's how I know I'm with the right person. I feel like that's true love, right? Like, you can fart and then like, hey, 10 minutes later, everything's cool.
Yeah, but if it doesn't clear out, it's not cool. That's the thing. You have to have ventilation. Yeah.
There's a lot of things involved.
No, there's a lot of things involved. I mean, because like
that's all I need to know, base.
Yeah. Because 10 minutes later, if you can still smell it, you gotta.
Hey, boner with farts in the room, dude. If they're not yours,
dude. I mean, I don't know how. Like, if
your dog farts, it's gonna ruin everything.
Does the see? I love my dog so much, and when she farts, I have 2 dogs, but like when Nibbler farts, it's just like,
yeah, if you're already down there and that hits, it just ruined everything.
I was gonna say, because she's a pug, so she's smaller, so it's not like, I don't know. I've known her. I knew her at a very vulnerable time in my life. I have such a crazy connection with my pug, but like my older dog or my younger dog, Birdie, she rips ass and it smells like rotten eggs.
So it's a poot versus fart.
Love that, dude.
Yeah.
It is a poot.
You gotta differentiate them, dude.
It's cute now. Poot's cute. I love it.
Do you take it straight up the nose?
Ben's into weird shit like that. He likes farts and changing baby diapers and stuff.
You guys saw my dogs.
Get in there.
They come in my room and they bust ass and I'm out. It's like, okay,
bust ass.
It's sex over.
Let's just finish watching this documentary on Netflix instead.
Oh my God. We need a shirt, and Mr. Crowley, we will give all the proceeds to you, my friend. It has to say "bust ass,"
bust ass, and on the back it says Mr. Crowley, like a fucking like jersey.
100%. Oh my God, yes.
With a little UFO Garage logo on the front, and you get the little triangle.
Put this guy in the front.
Oh my God, dude, that's so awesome.
I did this just for you guys.
Yeah, I know. You gave me a warning. I had that is like way better. I was like, what is he going to show? I had no idea.
Oh my God.
Dude, my son looked at that. My 12-year-old son, he's like, that's sus.
Big Willie.
And it reminded me of Big Willie.
Oh God,
he said, that's sus. I'm like, what do you mean that's sus? He's like, that looks like a penis, Dad.
Oh shit. Oh my God.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I waited forever for that shit to come in. It took forever.
Like, where did you get that? Like,
I don't know. I don't even know.
What does it say on the tag?
It just showed up on my porch now.
Coming from the dude that ordered our didn't you order one of our koozies and it came in, it was like hot cup?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That was awesome.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious. I just can't imagine like a scenario where like you're like so excited a dick finally showed up on your front porch. I can't wait to open this.
It was what was it? It was. I'm trying to find it right now. I thought I had it.
While you look for that,
do you have a tattoo on your neck, dude? I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is
I have tattoos everywhere, dude.
Is it a barcode?
No, that's
having to work at Area 51.
That's actually kanji for strength. To stay strong.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
How many do you got, man?
A few.
A few. I like it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
got
it.
it. I got them pretty much everywhere.
All right.
Hell yeah. The one on your neck. Are you a Skyrim fan? Because it looks like Dovahkiin.
No.
It's cool. I don't know that. I'm.
He's like, shut up, Ben. You're gay.
dude.
I'm trying to figure out.
Look,
what the
I'm a
fuck
nerd.
I'm
I
asking you
love.
guys.
I love.
I'll play
Skyrim.
Skyrim. What are you, gay?
No, I don't mind
Literally.
Skyrim at all.
I'm just kidding.
No, I played World. I told Ben, I was like, I sent him pictures. I was one of the top World of Warcraft players for many
Oh,
years.
dude, you're so gay.
I was gonna say,
was.
but hold on, Tony. Finish that sentence. Tell Joe.
Yeah, I was actually one of the top players in the world.
No
But like
shit.
what?
Yeah.
You're like the top World of Warcraft
for
player.
first 2 or 3 years. Yeah,
Whoa.
Mr. Crowley was one of the top players in World of Warcraft. One of the first players to maintain and get to the max level.
Holy shit, that's impressively
yeah.
gay then.
Well, you have
It
to say
is.
Max Never.
I had no life. For real.
We're just to clarify, we're not saying gays and whatever. It's just-
Homosexuals.
you know what we mean, dude.
You can call it whatever you want, but I did it.
That's actually like that's really badass. That's
Yeah, because I used
isn't
to be
it? That's
I used, to
badass.
be, I used to be a tour guide in Vegas, and I actually had some guys from Malaysia that would come over. Oh, you're Mr. Crowley? Serious?
What?
It was kind of cool, you know what I mean?
That's sick.
serious. Serious.
Are you cereal?
Sure.
Super cereal.
Cereal. Yeah.
Hey,
Serious.
we got a great question from Luis Montez again. This is the second great question, guys. And we've got 20 minutes or 17 minutes. You know, we want to leave some room for SOR, Spaced Out Radio, Dave Scott. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's got a great guest tonight. I don't know, but
Did you call it a spaced out radio?
Spaced out radio?
Spaced out radio?
Spaced out radio?
Radios?
Radio?
Is it on the
Radio sis.
radio?
Spaced out radio sis.
Ice cream says?
From now on,
Radio
SOR
sis.
shall now. It should be called ESOR for a spaced out ESORS. A spaced out radio sis.
Radio says.
we need to make an ESORS t-shirt. A spaced out radio sis.
What are we? You say
With
Spaced Out
David.
Radio says. Anyway, we got a little bit of time in closing, guys. Luis Montez, great question, brother. What are you guys' thoughts on the new telescope, the James Webb telescope?
So gay.
Dude.
I'm just kidding. That's cool.
The name is so gay. But it's so
okay.
fascinating.
You know
It is
that
so
the
fascinating.
James Webb, the guy, was like the reason
was
why
gay.
it took so long is because he made some
He was
comments
gay.
like what you're saying right now, like against the LGBT community, like
Is
some
that
shit.
why it took so long?
Yes, that's
Because he
why,
was
bro.
gay.
That's the gayest thing of all time.
I'm
That
just
shit
saying
was
that's why.
So gay.
But I guarantee you, he did. I don't know. We're not meaning it in the way. it's
you know
not-
what? I don't want to know about the universe. He said something offensive. I don't want to know about the beginnings of the fucking everything ever. He said something offensive.
He said the universe was gay.
He said it was gay. It's not gay.
It's not gay.
I just feel like if you're a fit, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say something. Yeah, man. I love everybody. Whatever, man.
Okay,
Dude,
well,
I mean,
let's just let it go.
it's just fucking jokes, right? You
funny.
know what I'm saying?
No, it's actually amazing.
It's
is.
it's fucking awesome.
It is-
Yes.
I've watched every fucking moment of it, every update.
I've been checking it out too.
No, it's so fucking cool, man.
So the telescope.
Hold
Yeah.
on 1 second. I
Don't
just
say
have
it's
to.
gay.
I have to vent for a second, dude. And like, this is just like, I'm not attacking anybody, but like, is that really why we've spent this much time wondering about the universe? Because he said some gay shit. Is that why? Like
There
we've waited
was-
this fucking long to learn about the universe and everything that is and that makes us because he said some gay shit? Is that really what happened?
No, we just didn't have the money to put into it.
I believe
I
that.
mean, that's, you know what I mean? And there was engineering issues along the way, and you know, it just took a long time to put together. I mean, it's a big deal.
It is.
You know?
It's a very big deal. I mean, it's like literally the next step in science, dude. Like that's.
I mean, it is the Hubble telescope 10.0.
I don't even want to put that
Right.
out. I don't want to put that out there. Like I just don't want to. There's an article about what he said and how he said it, but like, what is that worth?
Who cares? He's gonna
who-
figure out the beginning of the universe. Who fucking cares?
Yeah,
Yep.
man. I
100%.
really look like
You-
dude. Love is
get-
love, and that
I-
is it. And that's all that matters.
It. I get it. I understand it. I accept it. I don't fucking care though, right? Do you, man? Nobody gives a shit. But we're
don't
talking
care
about the
who.
beginning of the universe,
Yeah.
right? That's what's important here.
But I think that's what did hold up the production.
Yeah, but like butt sex, who gives a fuck? They've been doing it forever.
cares?
Who cares?
It's forever,
cares,
dude. There's
dude?
always like, yeah.
Nobody
Wait.
gives a shit.
Who are we talking? Wait. What?
Oh, we're talking about butt
what?
sex.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
terrible. Why would you do that?
and like, you know, like vag to vag sex, not just butt sex. I feel like dudes get the out on the gayness, right?
No,
because
that's
they're
all-
always like, hey, we can't be doing butt sex. But what about that vag to vag shit? Nobody seems to
Yeah.
have a problem with that, right?
But
Unless
they
they're
got-
ugly.
They got cool shit called, but they got cool names called scissoring. We don't have that. What are we called?
Butt sex.
Hey,
Exactly.
steering the conversation in a different direction.
Timothy, we need you.
I just wanted to point out. I thought this was really funny.
Young Jamie needs to step in right now.
I hope that somebody else will too. Is that the James Webb Telescope has a live stream? There's like 4 fucking ones, dude,
Yep.
and they're all. No one has a live feed. All of it is. Remember, we had that joke about like anytime science comes out with something new, there's always like, oh, boom,
CGI.
CGI. And
Yep.
everything is CGI. We haven't seen shit. But look, dude, look right now. There's 413 people watching CGI film of elevator music. Look, 417 people watching. That's 3,000 times more than the people that are watching our show.
Exactly 3,000
Watching
more
literally a fucking still frame of the James Webb, and like that's it.
Well,
That
was,
is
was it-
hilarious to me, dude.
Was it the elevator music from what was that movie? Never mind.
the elevator.
The
No.
elevator. Yeah, it's like it was.
No, the Christmas movie that everyone says is a Christmas movie, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Die
Die
Hard.
Hard.
Die Hard, yeah.
Yes.
Look at this.
that
Look at this. This is
elevator
the
music.
second. This is the second one. 823 people watching live at this still screen CGI video.
You make me feel like a dick.
Look at this shit, dude. What are we learning? What are we doing here?
Mr. Crowley has that up in a
What?
different tab and he's watching it right now, dude.
Hush.
Honestly,
You
Honestly,
can't see
that's-
my screen. You don't know shit.
do y'all hear that? Can y'all hear it?
No.
Y'all can't hear it?
You
No.
shared it wrong,
Damn
dude.
it. Share screen.
So what are they doing? Like, why does it take so long to unfold it?
Because the boners.
I mean, they're obviously like unfolding and like testing and making sure shit works, right?
I-
But
Look at
Was
this.
it like-
It's CGI,
Oh.
and there's numbers ticking up. And you know what? I can create a website in 3, maybe 30 minutes that does this
Well,
exact same thing.
I think it's the point that if something fucks up, that's it.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
That's
that's,
it.
it.
That's it. Billions of dollars, fucking years of, everything else. If something fucks up, that's it. That's done. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a big deal. You know
It
what I mean?
definitely is. I love Jim
I-
Goodall posted that picture the other day.
Yes,
The
I was about to look
first-
that up.
first image of James Webb Telescope, and it said remove cap off lens before launch.
I think that was like an inside joke. That's got to be an inside
Yeah,
joke.
It is, dude. I mean, it's yeah.
Gnats, man.
That's
Ah,
Why
it
is
just
it an
crawled up my
inside joke?
nose.
That might have been real.
I hope not.
I hope
That's your billions
to
of dollars
God.
down the fucking drain, dude. Can you imagine that guy? Like, he wouldn't just get fired. Somebody would murder that guy.
Will you just let me bust Ben's balls?
Yes, please. Go for it.
I can't find it. Remove before launch or
Go
something.
to Jim Goodall's Facebook page.
Shit. I don't want to
Ben-
log into my fucking Facebook, dude. People are gonna send me shit if I do that.
Ben sounds like Super Troopers enhance. Enhance.
Enhance.
Every
Next
this
person to
joke
say
is-
shenanigans is getting pistol whipped. Hey, Farmer,
This
what's
is
that
the one.
goofy place? What's that place you like to go eat with all that goofy shit on the walls?
You mean
Shenanigans?
shenanigans?
Shenanigans.
Yeah, remove before flight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gotta be an inside joke between everybody who's worked literally for the past 25 years on this, right? Like that's funny to them, and like everybody else is like, "Do y'all know the story behind this?" Asking
No.
legitimately. Like,
No.
y'all know the story behind it?
What, the picture?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
Like everybody's freaking out about it. But it actually originated. It's a joke. Like it was showed shortly on a feed, and the guy showing it, the spokesman was like, ha ha ha, yes, we planned this. This was a joke. And now everybody's like, oh my, everybody's making a meme out of it. Honestly, it's hilarious, but that's not like they didn't leave the cap on there. But
We
Yeah.
have somebody new in the chat, and his name is Martin Luther Bling, and I love that. I
Oh
just
my
wanted to point that
God.
out.
Okay.
I love that.
I
Love
haven't
that
seen
name.
Alabama Tide either. Loving this.
What is it, Martin? Okay, let's treat Martin Luther.
Corky Gas. I that's a new one too. That's a new one too.
Goss.
Goss. Corky
Goss.
Corky Goss.
Up
Sorry.
SLS.
I
It's
wear
a 35
glasses.
bill deal. 37 bill.
Oh, they tested that on Top Gear. I love that show.
Willie said he's not laughing. Fucking liar.
Yeah, he's lying. He's
He's
totally
lying.
gay.
With his fucking cow pillow.
Joe.
I'm just kidding. He's not gay.
Yeah.
He's got
it's
like
fine.
30 kids.
He's fucking sleeping with his heifer right now.
Beautiful wife, actually. The dude, I want to. Have you guys noticed like the difference in shape between SpaceX and NASA rockets? Like SpaceX got way more girth. Just saying. NASA is like.
Did
it's
you
like,
see the did you see like the European documentary, or not documentary, but the news coverage of the rocket? And he said, that's a dick. He's sending his dick to the fucking outer space.
what?
No, like if you look at the, I'll find it for you guys.
I'm
I'll
not gonna
send it to
Google
you.
that right now.
No, I'll find it and send it to you.
Okay,
He
yeah.
said, that's
I'm
a
about to-
dick.
I'm about
That's
to
a dick,
fuck
and he's
space
sending
so
his-
hard.
He's
Oh,
fucking space hard.
I'm about to fuck space so hard.
He said there's nothing else that could be.
oh my god.
He
That's
was
all it
sending
is, right?
He was sending his dick to space
Oh, the Blue Origins rocket?
because he can. Yes.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Why would you
somebody
make
said
some-
that in the chat.
Why would you
Blue
make something
Origin.
so dickish looking? Like, he had to have known. Like, when
He
someone
fucking knew.
when the engineer brought that to him and he was like, all right, here you go. Amazon man was like, that looks like a giant dick, right? And
No,
was
he
like,
also looks like a human penis.
did you get this from you designed this after
Look, that's a
Austin
fucking
Powers, right?
Dick.
It's like, guys, I don't
Yeah.
look like a dick. I promise. That's what I look like, a spaceship.
You
That's
should have
what
made it
was.
longer, dude.
Dude,
Guys,
he
guys-
straight went like this. He's like, I approve.
I approve.
Yeah, namaste. Even the little designs on his shirts are penises. Look at this.
Look at those penises on his shirt, dude.
No, he's changing the narrative of the shape of a penis. He's like, guys, no. this is what he's spending his fortune on. Look, he's changing the perspective of a dickhead.
He dresses in spermatozoa.
It's a
Spermatozoa. That's what it is.
That's a boob. That's a big boob.
it's a metaphor for him. What he really wants to say is, I want to populate space.
Exactly.
I mean, look at that.
What-
Look at that jacket. That's a guy who fucks, dude. That fucks hard, dude.
Hard.
If I had a jacket like that, I would fuck with that jacket on.
He's
Hard, dude. On, yeah, I'd be sweaty as fuck, and I don't
would put it
care,
on.
dude.
He's like, I'm fucking space hard.
Look at this, dude. That's a dick. Also, the seat in the middle, dude, right here.
That's a soft dick.
That's a little choke, mama. That's a mummy. It's a mimi. You know what I'm saying?
He flew William Shatner to space in his dick.
You know
I
what?
know.
Did y'all watch the William Shatner reaction? His
Yeah.
actual reaction?
Whenever he shot champagne in his face and said, fuck you. Ah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Will.
Wait, what? Are you being serious?
No, he said, fuck you, Will. I'm celebrating this shit.
Yeah.
I know you're crying, but quit being a bitch. I got champagne.
You got to take champagne to space, dude.
How
Would
did
that-
you know this, Ben?
Would that work?
I didn't know it.
But would champagne work on a space station? It wouldn't work on a space station, right?
The bubblies that you would burp weird for sure.
You would have like liquid like come out of your mouth because it isn't all gassy and shit up there, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
with-
Gas don't know where to go. It doesn't know his place.
Yeah, but with masturbation propulsion? work in
Totally
space?
would. Because
Well,
semen
how?
get
is not gassy.
Well,
No.
champagne doesn't.
Semen knows no bounds.
Champagne's got bubbles. Semen does not.
How do you know?
Dude. I mean, we've all.
I'm not going to say that I've been to space, but I've been to space.
My wife told me. She's like,
It's not bubbly.
this is not very bubbly. I'm like, yeah, it's more of like a consistency of like a, you know, the caramel that you would put in like a Twix. No, Milky Way. No,
So you want to see a video where they're all masturbating propulsion whenever they get to space.
It's masturbation
I mean,
propulsion technology.
I don't want to see the video. I would believe it if they told me.
Look, dude, I think what we're all getting at is that there's the secret power that they're keeping from us, and we all have access to it.
We've already figured it out, obviously.
Ladies, men, gentlemen, it's in the grasp of your hand.
Ladies, men, and gentlemen.
Ladies,
So what you're
men,
saying
and
is,
gentlemen.
what you're saying is, if
They don't
William
want
would-
us to know how powerful we are, dude.
Yeah, but if William would have participated, they would have went higher.
They would have went way higher. Yeah. We would have had to the problem would have been figuring out how to get them back.
They would have partied
We would
harder.
have partied way too hard. That's why nobody's asked Ben and I to go to space yet, because they already know, like, fuck, we're gonna have to figure out how to get these dudes back. 'Cause
You're
they're gonna
gonna
party
overshoot
the
the
entire
Mars.
time. They're gonna overshoot it, dude. We're gonna pass the James Webb Telescope and tell everybody what's up before the James Webb even unfolds. It took these guys 4 hours to completely pass the James Webb Telescope.
I am so
Oh, I'm sorry, I
terrible
misread
for-
that. 4 minutes it took Ben and Joe from the.
I am so terrible for this.
Turns out the secret of space travel, light speed travel, is masturbation propulsion technology. We all made fun of them. Now we know.
Hey, you know, I mean, it's you know you're onto something when weird guys wearing black hats show up to your house once a week. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And usually on Fridays after we do the episode.
And
They
they
show
usually
up.
were like they're like far enough. The laws are new, so like usually they're like, hey, hey, shut up, dude. And we're like in our robes, you know, at separate houses, and we're like, hey guys,
Wearing kimonos.
again, this is the second Saturday. And they're like, you need to cut your lawn. Or do you mean something by me cutting my lawn? And
They just keep showing up.
they just keep showing up, man.
Why
And
are
they,
thing?
but like a slow clap they keep doing. Do they do the slow clap? They're like,
What do you think about the Men in Black, Mr. Crowley?
Are
you
we
seen
on
it?
a serious note, or are we?
Yeah, have you seen them yet?
We're switching a little bit. We're switching. You know how we do it.
Okay.
Most of that was a joke,
Ben's not.
but it's seated in some reality.
Well, I have
What do
some
you think about
pictures of them in my wife's bedroom, but
Are you joking?
How do you tell this at 11:02? We're past. We gotta go. How do you just bring this up now?
Last question.
no,
What are your thoughts on that, dude? Do you think it's us?
I don't think it's anything.
You don't think it's anything?
No.
No.
I mean, I hate to be the poo-poo guy because I've already gotten shit about that on so many forums.
The poo-poo guys getting
The
shit.
poo-poo guy.
You think it's just like CIA guys running around being like, "Hey, shut the fuck up," and then leaving, right? 'Cause I mean, like even like Dan Aykroyd has like a story where they were making that documentary.
Well,
He
the
walked outside.
thing is the accounts of them are identical people that have the same facial, things going on, the same hair, the same suit, the same size, and everything else. And I don't know. It's too much.
It's almost like the beginning of like I saw a gray being, right? And then everybody else is like, "Well, I saw a gray being too."
Well, I can take a gray being, but you're going to tell me you saw 3 people that look exactly the same with the same haircut, the same facial features. There's nothing to differentiate themselves from somebody else. And I don't know. It just seems unrealistic. If you saw a gray alien, okay, I can deal with that. You saw something in your bedroom, you saw this, you saw that, I can deal with that. But if you're trying to tell me that you saw 3 human beings or proposed human beings or what you thought were human beings that were exactly the same in every single way, I mean, I can't say no, but I'm reluctant to say yes.
Could it be a situation where like Peter Griffin goes to China and just assumes they all look the same?
Well, the thing is if you look at the case studies of the Men in Black, is they are identical, period.
Yeah.
There's no, they look kind of the same. They don't look semi the same.
All white people look the same, dude.
They're like really tall,
Exactly.
have hats.
You people.
Yeah.
But, it's.
I bet the Men in Black is so pissed about that. What do you mean by you people?
Exactly. Who is you people? But the thing is I mean, can it be possible? Of course, everything's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't deny anything. But on the same token, is it probable? No.
It's kind of like, I mean, I guess, right, if you got like a couple 6-foot white dudes together, right? You go to the army or the Navy or whatever, you all get same haircuts, you all wear the same shit, you all have the same everything, right? Maybe you have this crazy experience, and then the next day these 3 military dudes show up that all have the same haircuts and kind of look similar, and you're kind of just in like a daze from what happened to you the previous night, and you're like, dude, I don't know. 3 tall ass dudes in black suits showed up. They all look the fucking same to me.
But the reports say that they act the same, they speak the same, they move the same. It's kind of like a mirrored men,
right?
Type of thing. You know what I mean? And the chances of mirrored men, or you know what I mean? I was in the military.
Yeah,
we all marched in cadence. We all did the same shit, but for us to act to that degree the same, have the same actions, the same speech, the same everything, is just, I don't know.
So like in your case, like if Jerry fell down in the mud, we all knew that was fucking Jerry that fell down in the mud, even though we got the same uniform, same haircut, and everything. You know these people, right?
Yeah,
So-
because I mean, we were trained to be. See, the thing is, with the military, you're trained to be as one unit. You're not trained to be as one person. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you're not trained to have the same identical movements, the same identical facial features, the same identical speech patterns, you know what I mean? Which the Men in Black, seem to have. They speak the same, they act the same, they talk the same, they walk the same. You know what I mean? That's not military.
Right.
It's not. Military, the reason they want you to be the same as somebody else is to create inclusion, to create a unit, to create, an identifying, thing between people to where, okay, you're Black, you're Mexican, you're this, you're that, but I identify with you. And you know what I mean? We're the same people, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But the Men in Black seems just a little too many steps above that to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. But that's just my opinion. Is I think it's one too many steps. You know what I mean? In a direction. Why?
Right.
Why? You know what I mean? What is the purpose?
That seems to be the big question, man.
Why don't we
Yeah.
ask the orb?
Who do you think you are, man? David Childress?
Orb. Why?
Well, I feel better now because Ben has blue balls and I don't.
Oh,
Giant balls.
Giant ball.
Oh no, it changed color.
Oh no! It went from the blue meanie to the orange orb.
There we go. There we go. Now he's nice. He's a nice guy.
I like it, man.
What I want to close this episode out, guys, with a blue orb question. If you could ask the extraterrestrials a question, what would you ask?
What kind of beer do you like, dude? Do you
I don't
party
wanna-
hard?
I don't want to answer this.
You have to. You have to ask a question. Anybody in the chat, what question would you ask? The orb. The orb. Have y'all not seen this meme? Do y'all
I would
know
ask.
what I'm talking about?
I would ask, hey, does our government know what the fuck is going on or not? That's what I would ask. Do I need to know or not? That's what I would ask, dude. Is this a need to know situation? And they'd be like, well, I mean, yeah, we're fucking aliens. Kind of. You need to know.
Yeah, no,
That's
you
what I would
need to know that
ask.
we're fucking aliens, though.
You should probably know. I mean, we're here.
You might need to.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question would be,
Yeah.
what kind of alien toys do they have that I could bring home and secure my relationship with my female other?
Ooh.
Love that. Love that.
Because
Oh.
apparently they got something better than we have.
The Orgasmatron 9000.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. That's what's up. And also, can you make that toy part of me?
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right, dude. That's right, man. I like it. I like it.
Shit.
No.
That's the best way to end this.
I know, I
honestly.
love that, I love
That's the best way to
Mr.
end
Crowley,
it.
I freaking love you, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Once again, dude, show us your pillow again, dude. That's I think that's
Wait.
like
Hold on. Do it slowly.
slowly, yeah.
A slow grow.
Make it an experience. Yeah.
Is that weird if I do this?
No.
Is that weird?
Yeah,
Not at all.
Not at
It's
all.
better
no.
if you rub it on your face. People appreciate it more. I know I do.
I know what it. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all for hanging out, asking questions, being a part of the conversation. Joe and I are just trying to figure shit out. Mr. Crowley has joined us tonight. We had Eric Mitchell earlier. What an amazing human being. again, thank you guys so much for the super chats and the support.
If that
and
is what he is,
if we know, maybe we should ask the orb.
think
Thank you guys so much for the support, showing up for our show and our the live show, and listening to our just us talking about stuff. We're just trying to figure it out, just like you are. So thanks for being a part of the journey.
Well, I think Eric should take his shirt off next time.
Eric will take his shirt off.
Oh, he will.
He will.
Yeah.
He will. Maybe he'll give us a helicopter demonstration.
Oh, Joe. Oh, no.
Wait, where does he live? Where am I going?
Where am I going?
I got vacation time coming up.
That's awesome. Me too. Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Man, do you remember?
Junior Joe?
No.
No,
We need to
remind me.
Set up a retreat weekend.
That's
for-
this
for
summer, dude.
everybody. Yes.
So I have the place, and it's in Texas. Sorry, bro, you're gonna have to travel, but I'll send you details, dude. We're on it. We started thinking about this last year, but
Yeah.
the retreat has to happen. I'm talking bonfires. We're gonna do some barbecue. We're gonna drink beer. Anybody who wants to come hang out. It's like this badass campsite. You can rent like a dope ass like efficiency kind of thing, or bring a tent or an RV, or just sleep in your truck, or just out among the stars, dude. It's gonna be sick.
Well, I need a smoker.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Joe's got one.
Yeah.
We can do this.
You mean like a weed smoker or like
No.
like a barbecue pit smoker?
We're gonna
Yes.
do a brisket,
Yeah,
bro.
like you want to throw down some post oak and shit, some
Yeah.
pecans, and
There's
throw
a thing
some.
called buttonwood from the Keys. Whenever I lived in the Florida Keys for like 5 years,
I have not
and
had
there's-
buttonwood.
buttonwood, nobody's had it. So it only comes from
Ooh.
one place, and it is fantastic. So
That's awesome.
Well, you have to bring it, because dude, that's happening. Dude, we got to do like a brisket, right? And a couple
or
of
iguana.
or an iguana. That's
or
more
an
Florida
iguana,
shit.
dude. If you
Yep.
brought an iguana, I would eat it. I mean, shit.
He's gonna show up with a Cuban and a pig.
I actually have that.
I
My
know
best-
you do.
My best friend's from Miami, and he actually brings a pig every year. So
I love it. I love it.
Oh my
man.
god.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna
That's
happen.
awesome. Well,
Tony-
heck yeah, everybody.
Dude, Tony, thanks for joining, dude. We're gonna say goodbye to you, and then we're gonna do our little outro, and we'll see you next week.
love you guys, man.
Love you,
for
man.
having
Thanks
me.
for
Easy,
joining,
man.
bro.
Love you too, man.
And
Yeah, dude. And this was another episode of UFO
UFO
Garage. We'll talk to y'all next time, man. Later.
Peace.
Peace.